This is the Sports Den with Denny Thompson and James Coleman on 1010XL, 92.5 FM.
Oh, no! We suck again!
I mean, we could just start we do start every show with
Do
that,
we?
basically.
We don't have to pay that person like a commission to use that, right? Like that's not like
we
one of those.
paying Adam Sandler royalties to use that?
Yeah, like some of my friends are in the music biz, so like they were showing me like actually one of them DJ Dimp, right? So the Running Man challenge that everybody does.
What'd you say?
DJ Dimp.
Dimp?
Yeah, that was his name. DJ Dimp, short of the pimp. That's what they used to call him.
okay.
But he was the producer for the group Quad City DJs, and all of a sudden he gets like a $50,000 royalty check, and he's like, from my boo, he's like, what in the hell? Nobody's played this song in years. And then he goes to the internet and he sees all the kids are downloading this song because they're doing the Running Man challenge to it.
That's found money.
And he's like, oh yeah, great. So I just want to make sure because I don't want to make anybody else rich like that.
I'm gonna bill Gus Bradley. He can pay the oh no we suck again guy.
Oh no we suck again guy.
Yeah. Hey, it's the Sports Den. Denny Thompson, James Coleman, Scott Irvine with you tonight on a Monday night in the Wicked Barley Studios. Brought to you by ABC Fine Wine and Spirits, which I hear was very busy today.
Oh yeah,
with Jag fans trying to drown their sorrows.
Sorry about that.
ABC appreciates you, Gus. They really appreciate you. He should be the spokesman.
He should.
I mean, they could do some good stuff with that.
You're like, listen, when my play gives you joy, go to ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. But when my play takes you to those dark places
every week,
go to ABC Fine Wine and Spirits to uplift your spirits.
Yeah, that's about what we need. So all kinds of stuff came out today. Of course, we did the show last night, which was 2 hours of your phone calls and really just letting you vent. And that's good. That's fine. That's not normally what
Anybody
we do.
have to use the delay system?
No
That's
delays.
good.
Everybody was all right. A couple people slurring their words a little bit, but that's all right. That's okay.
When I'm in here doing Jaguars Monday and they start taking calls, and I know Tony's getting them all riled up, I'm sitting by this dump button here because I know it's going to happen sooner or later.
At some point, yeah. Yeah, so that's okay. That's okay. It's the day after. I've been listening a little bit today. People are fired up, and you should be.
Mm-hmm.
You should be, man. And I watched some Blake Bortles tape today, and we'll get into that a little bit later.
Is it not as bad?
It's bad.
Okay.
It's bad. I went back and looked at some stuff from last year and then this year as well. And being that's what I do for a living, just kind of broke it down a little bit. We'll get into that a little bit. The interesting thing today was, did you see, you hear all the stuff from Marquise Lee and Jalen Ramsey today? So Marquise Lee, I saw it on ESPN, I don't know who he told this to, said he was flagged for dropping the N-bomb.
Oh.
Yeah. Apparently, the NFL instituted a rule in 2014 that penalizes you.
They got Colin Kaepernick for that.
Did they?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Really?
Yeah, it's, hate speech.
Okay. Well, it's the abusive language.
Yeah.
Is what it is. It includes a fine of more than $11,000.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, he said, he's quoted as saying it's kind of hard when you have refs out there trying to limit what people say when you've got grown men hitting each other. You've got a lot of things going on, and that's flaring as far as in your mind. These 42 teammates know as far as the things I said, it wasn't intentional at all.
Yep, September, Colin Kaepernick was the first person fined for it.
Really?
Yeah, it wasn't implemented because of him. It actually all stemmed from the Riley Skinner thing. Not Riley Skinner.
No.
Whoa.
Wow.
Apologies.
Wow.
Sorry about that, Skinner Nation. Riley Skinner is amazing. Love him. Only thing I don't like about Riley Skinner is the Wake Forest
beat
debacle
the hell out of y'all.
We should have fined you for hate against Indians, against my Seminoles. But Riley Cooper.
Yeah. There you go. Did you really just say should have fined him for hate against Indians?
Yeah, man, what he did to the Seminoles was terrible, man. Like, that wasn't right.
That's awesome.
Nothing Christian about that.
So here's my question for you. I mean, I'm just going to throw you on the spot. You got a problem with this in the middle of a game?
I think context is how everything should be looked at.
You know what context is in the game, though. It's just trash talking.
That's what I mean. But I'm like,
Yeah.
what I mean is if he's just like, come on, man. That's pretty much what he just said with an exclamation point. I get it if a white player said it, but typically the white player probably wouldn't say it. And even if he said it, it was just to himself and it wasn't directed at anybody. I mean, I think you should, worse words get said. You get female genitalia, female dogs.
Sure. And you know what?
Cats.
I got to tell you, man, we've been around enough football where if it's on the field and a white person says it, it's probably not even that big of a deal.
Yeah, it's probably
again, it's context. You don't do it off the field. You don't. It's kind of like that's the weird thing we talk about. If the world was like the locker room more,
it'd be a lot better.
Political correctness on a field doesn't exist.
Right.
The NFL's trying to bring it to a field near you.
But, it goes to my point where my man who just got a concussion, who I believe talks entirely too much and should wait for his chance to be. He probably will be pretty good media, and Josh Norman.
Yeah.
Just brought up a good point. You're doing all of this stuff, and you're talking about it's about the kids, but you're selling beer and sex to the kids all day.
Yeah.
Like, if they're watching, I mean, come on, man. Like, don't mic them up. Don't mic them up so bad. Or it's all on delay anyway.
Huh. Hey, did you get a call about a station issue there?
Yeah, I'm going to give our engineer a call right now.
All right. Yeah, apparently I don't know which one it is, either the AM or the FM, one of them. If you're on one and it's not sounding right, switch to the other. That's 1010 AM or 92.5 FM.
Or just get in your car, man.
Download the app. Download the app or do something like that. I mean, as far as, listen, Marquise Lee saying that kind of stuff and doing all that kind of stuff, I'm not one to speak. I can't speak on that. It doesn't make me look at Marquise Lee any differently.
No.
I understand that, it's a football game. We're not shaking hands. And
I also look at him as, 23, 24 years old?
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, he's a football player in the heat of the moment, and I'm not mad at that.
And he's the one that came out and said it. He said, "Look, I just want to admit it. I just want to get it out what I said." He's the one that came out and said it. Jalen Ramsey, on the other hand, did you see Jalen Ramsey's quote?
If I do, I'll do it again.
Yeah, he said they probably don't want me to say this, but I'm going to just keep it real with y'all. If I was out there 9 more times, I would do the same thing. Then they asked him about the wide receiver, Johnny Holton, who he had the
confrontation
scuffle with. He said, "I don't know who that dude is."
I love that. That's awesome. That is good.
All right. Here's the thing. I know text line. Oh, dadgum. So both of them are like this. Come on now. Let's get this crap straight. We got people wanting.
All right. You know what we're going to do. Sports Den Live. Go ahead, get on the Facebook. We'll make sure it's up by the next break. When we come back from the next break, it'll be on the Facebook, so y'all can get some Facebook Live. Fair enough?
Fair enough. I mean, good gravy. I'm sounding good tonight too, James.
No, we're on point. It sounded like we did show prep.
I got notes.
There it is.
I got notes over here. Hey, here's my only thing about this whole Jalen Ramsey, Marquise Lee, all this kind of stuff. I ain't gonna get on to them about the attitude they got. It is what it is, right? But you know what helps with that attitude?
Winning.
Yeah, you look like a jackass when you do it and you're losing.
Like I said, we were talking about a little bit with Jalen and
Marquise and
the big man, Big D tackle,
yeah.
our $90 million player. I think at a certain point, you're like, they're frustrated. They're doing whatever. They're doing what they kind of do, and they don't feel like there's any control over the situation. The coaches are putting them in that situation, in the best situation. You know what I tell Jalen? It's just like if it happens, it's going to happen with my son. If my son is anything like me, he's going to get in a lot of fights. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, son, don't you ever, boy, what is wrong with you? Get your little behind over here, son. Don't you ever disrespect your teacher and your classmates. You get your butt over here. You're an upstanding person. We get home. Hey, did you win?
Yeah.
All right, good.
Yeah,
hey.
I'm good with all that.
Yeah.
No, I really am good with all that.
Protect your neck, son.
But I do think it looks stupid when you're on a losing team.
It does.
That's my only thing. Like, if you want to have the swagger and all that crap, good for you. If you're winning, I don't really care. But I like the fact that they care. I like the fact that it's showing some level of frustration. But at the same time, it looks asinine whenever you're getting the crap kicked out of you every week.
I get the Jalen one a little bit, but the Marquise Lee one, I mean, if they really want to call that, they could call that every play.
And that was kind of my bigger point.
And if they're not going to do it, to me, that's just BS. That means you're picking and choosing when you're picking on somebody.
If you were gonna, I've been on the sideline. If you're gonna kick guys out for what they call it, abusive language, you're gonna end the game with 3 players.
You're also gonna kick a lot of coaches out as well.
Oh, absolutely.
Because there's at least one referee who is in the earshot of every coach.
Oh, absolutely.
So they can throw it every play.
I couldn't be a referee, dude.
No, okay, they're always wrong. Did I tell you about the one time? So I worked the sideline, the chain crew for Atlantic Coast Sandalwood.
Yeah,
and just doing a solid. And I finally felt like what it was for the referees. I was like, sir, you're really. I don't have a dog in the fight. I was like, you're really not calling a bad game, but the AC guys, I'm not gonna pick on them too bad because I coached with all those guys. I mean, they were in that guy's ear. I had to pull one. I was like, hey, bro, he was offside. He's like, I know. You're supposed to be on our side, Coleman. So,
hey, we're getting killed on the text line about this signal,
guys. We'll be on
Engineers
Facebook
on
Live.
it.
We'll be on Facebook Live until the engineer gets it right.
All right, let's do this. I know we got a phone call, but I don't even want to try to take that while we're having these problems here. So, Mike, hold on the line. Let's take a break. Let's get this fixed. When we come back, we're going to get a little bit on Blake Bortles. Also, we got to get – it's Florida-Georgia week.
Right.
Got to hit Florida-Georgia. Got to hit Clemson-FSU. I'm going to tell you a coach in the NFL right now that just sprung way up to the top of my dream coach to have here in Jacksonville. He'll never be here, but a comment he made yesterday about his 5-1 football team that we'd never hear here in Jacksonville. We'll get into all that when we come back on the other side. You're listening to the Sports Den, brought to you by ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. We'll be right back.
Full house, royal flush, and a pair of cool shades.
I'm on it.
The Best Bet Poker Show on 1010XL.
Don't the rules say that a full house beats 3 of a kind?
Club flush.
Wednesday nights at 6.
One dude that don't ever use abusive language is our boy Wellington Hawkins. Now, I'll tell you this. If you're going with some no-name insurance company, you need to have abusive language used on you. Go with the good neighbor. Go with State Farm. Go with Wellington Hawkins. He's my agent. He's James' agent. WellingtonCares.net is where you can find him. That's WellingtonCares.net. Life insurance, health insurance, homeowners insurance, car insurance, whatever you want, Wellington's got. That's WellingtonCares.net.
Are you hiring? Do you know where to post your job to find the best candidates? Posting a job in one place is not enough to find quality. If you want to find the perfect hire, you need to post your job on all the top job sites. And now you can with ZipRecruiter.com. Post your job to 100+ job sites, including social media networks like Facebook and Twitter, all with a single click. Find any candidates in any city or industry nationwide. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com. No juggling emails or calls to your office. Quickly screen candidates, rate them, and hire the right person fast. Find out today why ZipRecruiter has been used by over 1 million businesses. And right now, my listeners can post jobs on ZipRecruiter for free by going to ZipRecruiter.com/play. That's ZipRecruiter.com/play. One more time. Try it for free. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/play. The perfect place, the perfect hire, all in one spot, plus the social media networks like Facebook and Twitter. ZipRecruiter.com.
Welcome to Staples.
Staples guy, I have to move fast in business. Gotta go, go, go.
Well, then you need to see the all-new redesigned HP OfficeJet Pro printers.
Are they fast?
They're lightning fast and deliver two-sided prints, which saves you time and money. You can even print from your smartphone.
Sounds perfect.
And now at Staples, you can save up to $100 on one.
Fast, efficient, and I save money? So I can relax.
I can see the tension melting.
Yep, gotta go.
Away.
Now save up to $100 on a fast new HP OfficeJet Pro. And save every day on ink and toner. Staples. Make more happen.
For limited time, see storestaples.com for details. Restrictions may apply.
Osteen Volvo of Jacksonville is making room for a showroom full of Volvos with incredible deals. This offer doesn't happen often. In fact, almost never. It's the best time to move up to a European luxury sedan or sport utility vehicle. Lease the 2016 S60 for $199 per month. What? $199 per month? Incredible. Or you can buy the versatile XC60 with 0% financing for up to 60 months. Plus, if you buy or lease a new Volvo, Osteen will pay your first 3 payments. These incredible deals can't last. Don't wait. Osteen Volvo, keeping families safe for generations. Must qualify for all incentives. 36-month lease, 10,000 miles per year, $3,800 down cash or trade equity. With approved credit, no security deposit required, plus $598.50 dealer fee, tax and tag. Must qualify through BCFS. Excludes XC90, S90, and Polestar vehicles. See dealer for details. Expires October 31st.
Is it Florida, Georgia, or Georgia, Florida? 1010XL.
The results are in, and the people have spoken. Global Diamonds was voted best jewelry store in Jacksonville, beating out all the old-style retailers with our refreshing new concept in diamond shopping. It's no wonder everyone tries to copy Global, but they just can't compete with our game-changing concept. Global wins in every category. Best selection by far. One of the largest selections of GIA-certified diamonds in America. Best diamond education, because we teach you how to buy a diamond like a dealer buys, with no tricks, no gimmicks. Best quality, with hand-picked diamonds and the most unique handcrafted rings from the world's top designers. And yes, best value. Our no middleman direct importer prices can't be beat, no matter how hard they try. Come and discover Jacksonville's direct diamond importer. See why we are the first and only official jewelers of the Jacksonville Jaguars, and why we were voted 2016 Best Jewelry Store in the Bold City. Global Diamonds, at the Markets at Town Center.
Coach Matthew Driscoll, UNF men's basketball. Our athletic department uses Southeast Orthopedic Specialists for our student athletes, and we highly recommend them when you need orthopedic services as well. Our Ospreys, we trust Southeast Orthopedic Specialists for any and all of our bone, muscle, and joint injuries. Their fellowship-trained doctors are the best in the business.
We appreciate the endorsements from our high school and college coaches. This is Dr. Kevin Murphy. The next time you need orthopedic care, you can rely on our team at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Get your first glance of Sunday's matchup on the 1010XL Kickoff Show, fueled by Sawyer Gas, presented by Coastal Equipment with Lauren Brooks, Blythe Brumley, and Fat Tony. Thursday afternoon at 3:30.
Let's take it down the field and win it
on 1010XL.
Now I'ma tell the world, I'ma tell it everywhere I go. Tell the world, yeah, I'm a billboard.
You're listening to the Sports Den on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
Sports Den coming to you from the Wicked Barley Studios. You noticed how everything we do is barley, food, cigars.
Well, we're about to change some of that stuff up.
Well, I don't want to change.
Well, I mean, no. Oh, no. Some of the things that we're about to start doing and start talking about is so that we can continue to ingest barley and food and, you know.
It's kind of like perfect for us.
Yeah. Listen, man. What's the world? Life's too short, man.
Well, here's the thing. You know what? I will tell you this. If you'd stop spending so much daggone money at ABC, Willie Smith could help you out a little more.
That's true. You could probably put a better down payment. Probably put a better down payment on your house. But you know what though? Guys like me, he's a pro at.
Yeah.
Because that VA, baby. He's been doing it for 15 years, man. Comes up with a game plan. And I'm like one of those guys that you can't just tell me that you can do something. I gotta be able. You gotta show me.
You gotta see it.
And you know what? He done it himself.
Yeah.
He knows all the ins and outs. Can help you with good credit. Definitely can help you with good credit. But if you got some blemishes, he can help you avoid those.
Look, bottom line is for Willie Smith Home Loans is very simple. We know the guy. He's helped James out. He knows his stuff. If you're going to be getting a home anytime soon, there's one phone call you need to make. And if you have VA availability, then it's a no-brainer. Really, it's a no-brainer either way. One phone call, that's it. And what's the number they call, James?
429-3587.
There you go, 429-3587. Let me get these calls, and then I want to get into this Bortles breakdown a little bit here. Mike's been holding patiently. Mike, what you got, brother?
Hey, real quick, man, how you guys doing?
Doing great.
Hey, when I originally called, I wanted to go a different direction, but I just want to comment. You guys were talking about the swagger these guys just play on the field, something like with Jalen and some of the other players.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to say, I appreciate all that. I think Jalen is a good up-and-coming player. They need to hold some of that back until they start winning some games.
That's what we just said. That's what we
did you? I didn't know.
No, that's what we just said. Is it's all fine, but it looks crazy when you're getting the crap kicked out of you.
Okay, I was trying to pay attention to what y'all was saying, and also what I originally called to say. But you got a guy making a tackle 9 years 9 yards down the field, and it's a 1st and 10. They're jumping up, displaying something. I mean,
oh, listen, Sip yesterday was jumping up like he just won the gold medal, and he was about to play the national anthem and put something around his neck after every single tackle.
But I appreciate y'all's show, man. I lost my train of thought listening to you guys. You guys just that good. But anyway, enjoy your evening. We'll talk again.
Hey, man, appreciate you. Hey, make sure you go check out the website, Sports Den Live, and make sure you go like the social media stuff as well.
By the way, Thursday night we got to plug this early.
Oh yeah.
Thursday night watch party, Wicked Barley. Listen, Jack's probably gonna get the crap kicked out of him. Let's just be real.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be as optimistic as Big Bo.
Let's just be real. All right. So you got two choices. You can watch it at the house and sit there and cuss all night long.
Or you can come cuss with other people.
Or you can come over there where the beer is good and the food's amazing. By the way, I'm telling you, their French fries have crack in it. They're that addictive. And just hang out and have a good time and watch it. I'd pick option B if I were you.
Yeah.
You need to go to our Facebook page, RSVP.
It's like a self-help group.
It's really what it is.
It's better to be around other people. Yeah, support group.
Support group, yeah. Let's see. Philly Bill, what's up, dude?
Hey, man, I did a little research here.
Uh-oh.
And I'm not going to – I'll let you guys really do the research. But who hired Gus Bradley?
Shotgun.
You mean Dave Caldwell?
Caldwell. It was after Shotgun bought the team. Yep.
That's where I'm going to pivot to Caldwell for a second. Go back and look at his first draft. Okay, Joko, Cyprian, I think the rest of them aren't even on the team. You go look at all his drafts and the people he's bringing in. If Bortles doesn't make it, Bortles will be the quarterback until they get rid of him, because if Bortles is out.
Oh, yeah, he goes as Bortles goes, yeah.
But, Denny, what I wanted to say, look at some of the first free agent he signed, Gerhardt, wasted $4 million.
$6 million.
Second free agent he signed, Beatles. Denver was going to cut him, okay? Yep. Look at that. You go down there, Harris, Mukamura, all Beecham, and now you got Ivory. Ivory got 36 carries for 123 yards. How much money do you give him? $4 or $5 million a year?
And 42 of that came on one carry.
Right.
Yeah.
So let's not. All I want to say, and I'm going to hang up, but I think we have to do a little pivot. And no one's talking about Dave Caldwell. He had no experience as a GM either. And right now, in his 4th year, his first draft is missing.
Yeah, fair enough. Bill, I love it when Philly Bill calls. He brings some good stuff. And we brought this up last night. The only reason Dave Caldwell is not being talked about right now is because you don't fire a GM in the middle of the year.
Right.
I mean, I think that's the only reason. Now, I'm not saying the guy's done an amazing job. I will say this. The free agents he brought in, everybody else was trying to bring in.
Right. I mean, it's not it was a competition to get these guys.
Yeah, he had the money.
Yeah. And if he didn't spend it, we'd be talking about how he didn't spend it.
How cheap they are.
Now, I mean, we would have been judging him for Olivier Vernon. He hasn't really having the greatest year in New York either. I mean, it's not necessarily at some point, all you can do as the GM is buy, again, I always use the chef analogy. You buy the groceries, and it's up to the chef to prepare the meal. Now, if you're not buying good stuff and it's not quality, then you get judged accordingly. Now, I will say if Bortles Bortles continues to tank, you do have to hold Caldwell accountable for that.
Absolutely.
Because right now, originally, when we were talking about the beginning of the season, the only bright spot was he had his franchise quarterback.
Yeah. I think that Caldwell, is attached at the hip. I also think Caldwell is probably 1 year, maybe 2 years behind Gus Bradley. Because I think Shad Khan will bring somebody in and go, let me just see if a different chef can make it taste better.
Now, with all that being said, we can't just, we can point out that Bortles right now doesn't look like, the garbage stat is kind of proving itself. But he also drafted Taylor Smith.
Mm-hmm.
Colvin is somebody considered pretty good. He also brought in our starting left tackle, Beecham, who everybody wanted. Amukamara looked terrible for a half. I mean, he wasn't. I mean, he's also done well here. He brought in
Malik
Jackson. He brought in the safety, Tayshaun Gibson that everybody wanted, Ngakoue.
Can't really say anything about Miles Jack because they won't play him.
Yeah, we don't know why.
8 snaps this Sunday.
So,
8.
I mean, it's just he's done. There's some bad things, and he's also hit it with some guys who he's hit it out the park with some guys that other people weren't drafting.
Right. All right, let's get into Bortles for a second Heck no, 859. 859 on the text line just said draft Chad Kelly.
That'd be another guy fighting. You'd have a bunch of fighters. I mean, hey, Chad, depending on where we can get him, I wouldn't be like, if you get him like third round,
He's
I
got
wouldn't be
a good
upset
arm.
about that.
He
reminds
is
me a little bit of
dog.
He reminds me of what Phillip Rivers had a short fuse in college.
Yeah.
And I'm not
like that.
I mean, Phillip Rivers was feisty.
All right, let me get
man.
on Bortles real quick. So here's what I did: is I went back, I watched some clips from last year, and then I watched yesterday's game again. I didn't watch every game this year. Let me tell you what concerns me, and it's a little bit of what I thought, but a little deeper than what I thought yesterday. Is we all know the motion, and somebody put a picture up. I retweeted it at Denny_Thompson, which, by the way, stop doing drive-bys. I had 600 notifications yesterday, and I've got 900 followers. People need to follow me, and I'll follow you back tonight until we get off the air, at Denny_Thompson. The motion's bad. The motion's worse than I thought. He's coming, like, below the waist.
Yeah.
It's Byron Leftwich bad.
Dang.
Yeah, it's bad.
The whole package. I mean, the footwork, everything. He's uncomfortable to watch.
That's what I'm getting to right there is
I was squirming in my seat every time he went back with the ball.
Yeah. He's so unsure about what he wants to do with the ball. And you can tell that on so many different levels. And I'll give you a couple examples, James. Is the interception on the smash that we talked about last night.
Mm-hmm.
Never should have been thrown to that side. That's a pre-snap read. I'm going check down, or I'm going other side, or I'm getting out of the play. One of the two. You can't throw a smash route in the red zone against cover 2.
Right.
It's too easy to defend. And if you do, you take the 5-yard hitch every time. And listen, this isn't something that I'm sitting here saying that's above anybody's head. This is stuff we teach in high school, James, is you look out there, you see cover 2, and we got smash called, then you've got to read the flats corner.
Mm-hmm.
And if he's a good corner, he's going to split the difference.
Right.
Right? That's what the guy did. And if he splits the difference, you come down. Right? Preferably, you get out of the play.
Right.
So, that's the one thing. The deeper problem is a lot of times as a quarterback, when you don't know where you're going with the ball, you rush your feet. You don't trust what you've been taught. You feel like, okay, I got to get out of my drop so quick because I really don't know where I'm going with the ball, and I got to find it. And that's exactly what it looks like he's doing. It looks like he's taking the snap, and that may be the reason why so many balls are getting batted down, by the way.
Yeah.
He's not getting any depth at all on a drop. Nothing at all. Even on some of these bootlegs that you go back and watch, he's not getting any depth off the fake. And you can see him, like I thought yesterday watching the game, there's a couple times he went through his progressions. And I'm like, okay, Blake's sitting back there going through his progressions. But he never threw the ball when he did that.
Lack of depth also can explain why it's seemingly like he's getting a lot of pressure put on him.
Right, and why he's having to run straight up the middle to get out of pressure.
Right.
Right.
And then the one thing we had a quarterback when I was coaching high school that we ran a lot of play action. And he refused to go through the progression of the play action. Fullback, tight end, deep ball. He always wanted to throw the deep ball because that's what chicks dig, the long ball. But the other side of it, he would never get deep enough and wonder why he's getting blasted.
Yeah.
I said, son, first off, you're not looking where you're supposed to. And second, you're not getting deep.
No. I mean, on a 3-step drop at that level, listen, they're doing quick threes. They're not doing old school under center, get as much depth. But even then, you should at least gain 4 yards.
Right.
4 or 5 yards depth, which should put you at 9 or 10 after the snap. I don't care how bad your offensive line, if you're throwing a quick pass, you should be able to get that off.
Right.
With plenty of clearance.
The fastest defensive ends, obviously J.J. Watt. We'll even use Fowler, for example. Fowler had a 1.59 10-yard split. And what does that mean, James? That means it takes him 1.59 seconds to get 10 yards. So
unabated.
Unabated. So even if he's unabated, you should have 1.59 seconds to get rid of the ball.
You got time. Yeah, and for me, and then to take it just even one step further, I noticed this yesterday when I went back and watched the game. He's not throwing spirals because there's nothing behind the ball. Like if you watch him, picture this. For those of you who don't work in the quarterback business like I do, I know I can sound like a nerd sometimes talking about this, but this is what I'm passionate about. Picture watching a baseball game and the guy hitting the ball. swings with all of his weight on his front foot. Okay? Ball's not going to go very far. Even if you hit it on the sweet spot, because you don't have any weight following your swing, right? There's nothing following. That is exactly what he's doing to a certain extent. Even when it looks like he's throwing off his back foot, his transfer of weight is so fast because he's in such a hurry and his motion's so long that he's just not patient with the weight, dude.
Yeah.
And you can't throw a spiral like that. And if you do, it's not going to spiral for long because you got no ass behind it.
True.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I say all that to say this. The biggest concern is him not knowing what he's seeing. The rest of it is fixable.
True.
I fix it every week. Those are common problems. The motion, that's a problem.
And I think I'm pretty sure the quarterback coach is getting on him about it. But when it hits the fan, and you're in the fire, yeah, you're gonna revert back to what you're comfortable.
What you see as emotion right now is what you're gonna see the rest of the year.
Right.
Anybody who tries to change that right now is an idiot. You want to see balls flying all over the place, that's what you're gonna see. You start trying to change his motion in the middle of the season. I got time to take this call? All right. Let me get Satchel real quick. Satchel, what you got, man?
How y'all doing, man?
Good.
Good. I'm gonna try to get this in because I can't hold it on my chest no more. I was gonna call Jaguars today and let it off my chest, but I held it in and went on into work. Can't do it no more. Here's what I'm struggling with, and I totally want to start off by saying I agree with every single voice, including y'all's, about how bad Blake is performing right now. Here comes a but. I've hardly heard, and I'm in cars that do all Mazda just about every hour. So I'm in front of the radio hearing everybody.
Yep.
I've hardly heard anybody mention Greg Olsen or put as much heat.
Oh, God.
Or
You didn't listen last
Greg
night to our show.
Yeah, we ripped Greg Olsen pretty solidly.
And I appreciate that because that's the one night, Sunday night? Yeah, that's the one time I don't hear y'all, so I only hear y'all on Mondays.
Yeah.
But I appreciate y'all doing that because the rest of the show, there needs to be, going forward, if you're going to blame Blake, Greg Olsen should get the same amount of blame. And as far as Dave Caldwell with the other callers, y'all stop blaming his GM because it's the best collective talent we've had in years. I'll take your comments off there.
All right.
Well, make sure you go. Now, we're going to have tomorrow's show uploaded here, hopefully today.
You mean yesterday?
Yesterday's show uploaded. I'm talking about the future. The future.
Pretty impressive.
But we're going to have the show uploaded, so you make sure you go there and listen to us. But second, obviously we're bashing Gus, and because it all starts with leadership. But yeah, the offense isn't progressing because of your offensive coordinator. And the reason why I am not on the Gus bus outside of them losing is because who hired these guys? Mm-hmm. I mean, you went out, you had the 31st ranked offense. So what do you go and do? You go hire the offensive coordinator to improve your offense. You hire the offensive coordinator from the 32nd ranked offense. Mm-hmm. It's not typically that's not how you
It's
improve.
not good business.
Yeah. And then you have all these great defensive minds come in because you fired your defensive coordinator, and you have your defensive line coach in there sitting like he's one of the decision makers. Then all of a sudden you hire your D-line coach as the D coordinator. Now it's working right now, but the offense worked last year seemingly. So we don't really know what's going on, and it's the questionable moves. But obviously the play calling, there is very, very little variety in the running game. It's just dive. There's no misdirection. There's
inside zone.
Inside zone, excuse me. No kind of misdirection, no kind of things like that. There's out of the gun. Inside zone out of the gun, especially with big backs, is not something you should do. They can't get behind their shoulders, but that's for another day. And then your quarterback is just regressing. So that is on you.
He's. I'll say this about one last thing about his motion, and I'm sorry I meant to say this. His motion was just as bad last year, by the way, James.
Wow.
He was just throwing it all over the yard, so nobody really paid attention to it.
You just look better in prevent.
Yeah. Exactly. So that's what I actually meant to lead with, but his decision-making is just awful right now. The dude I almost feel bad for him because I've seen so many quarterbacks go there. But listen, you know who I don't feel bad for is people who try to get a home loan and don't listen to us. Yeah. And we just talked to our boy at Cool Realty Friday.
Oh,
we showed a house.
Got to go on the Facebook page and go check it out. Check out the tour.
We put a new standard to showing a house.
Mm-hmm.
Is what we did. And he told us that house was available. Why? Because financing fell through.
Right.
Somebody had all their dreams and hopes and all just dashed because somebody couldn't do what they said they could do. Go to Willie Smith. This dude does this. He's been doing it forever. He's going to take care of you.
And he's not going to give you something that you can't afford.
No.
He's going to give you the best deal. And this is how you get a hold of them. 429-3587.
Say it again.
429-3587. Or if you're just too lazy and you don't want to pick up the phone, you don't want to talk to people, go to WillieSmithHomeLoans.com.
I don't like talking to people. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
WillieSmithHomeLoans.com. We'll be right back.
Catch the big one with the Nimnicht Outdoors Show. Captain Kevin and Captain Kirk join Jeff Lageman. Fish tales and hunting stories. Get hooked Saturday morning from 7 to 10 on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
Mayport, NAX Jacks, military people, Marines, Army, Navy, whatever you are, you need to holler at my man Willie Smith. He is the VA loan expert. He's been doing this thing for 15 plus years. Good credit, okay credit. He can come up with a game plan no matter what your situation. Call him for free, no obligation consultant with VA loan benefits. It's 429-3587. Willie Smith, Hamilton Group Funding, NMLS 834932.
If you need new floors, head on over to Fantastic Floors in Orange Park, where you can browse thousands of flooring samples with flooring designers in Jacksonville's most innovative showroom. It's the largest in North Florida. Before you start shopping, check out the newest ebook, 10 Mistakes to Avoid When Buying New Floors. Prepare yourself for the process. You'll be armed with this helpful and informative guide. Just go to fanfloors.com and download your free ebook today.
Wow, another jewelry store ad on the radio. Global Diamonds is everywhere.
No, I think that was an ad for the other store, the one that's copying Global all the time.
Well, sounded like Global to me. But if I were them, I'd try and be like Global Diamonds too. Global's awesome. Lowest prices for sure, higher quality diamonds, and 10 times a selection.
Yeah, I know. Have you been to the other store? I don't think copying is going to help them. They're nothing like Global.
Everybody wants to be like Global Diamonds, but smart shoppers know the difference. That's why Global Diamonds was voted best jewelry store in Jacksonville. Best selection by far, highest quality hand-picked diamonds, and unbeatable direct importer no middleman prices. This is the store that made old-style jewelry retailing obsolete. The official jeweler of the Jacksonville Jaguars and Jacksonville's direct diamond importer. Global Diamonds, the undisputed leader. At the markets at Town Center between West Marine and REI.
Ever heard the phrase seeing is believing? Well, that's what we're doing at Osteen Volkswagen with the Volkswagen Passat Dare to Compare Challenge. Now, through November 1st, you can visit Osteen Volkswagen to see what makes the 2017 Volkswagen Passat R-Line a competitive midsize sedan. Maybe it's a host of standard features, like blind spot monitoring and rear traffic alert. Or maybe you like the spacious rear legroom, or that turbo engine, or perhaps you just like the whole package. You can lease the 2017 Passat R-Line for $258 per month for 36 months, with $2,500 due at signing. Regardless, seeing will definitely be believing at Osteen Volkswagen, where you can test drive a Passat R-Line. Hurry in today. We double drive dare you. Osteen Volkswagen. We're going to make you smile. Payment includes a 12,000 mile per year lease and all dealer fees. Excludes tax and tag, with approved Tier A credit through VW Credit.
Jimerson & Cobb is a Florida-based commercial law firm striving to exceed client expectations through commitment to excellence and adding value to your business. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersoncobb.com.
If it's time, it's just time. Replacing your AC from the hot summer sun is just a reality in Florida. But when the time comes, make sure you have the right team working for you. Call Florida Home AC for a free estimate and get the very best incentives and rebates to make sure your new AC unit is humming along in no time and you take advantage of the savings. Financing available, which can make a bigger purchase a little easier to handle. Call 777-4300 because there's no place like Florida Home AC.
Is it Florida, Georgia, or Georgia, Florida? 1010XL.
There are many ways you and your company can help our kids. Imagine playing tournament condition golf right after the Web.com Tour Championship at the Atlantic Beach Country Club Monday, November 14th. It's the Boys and Girls Clubs of Northeast Florida first annual golf tournament. Sponsorship programs and packages are available. To find out what your company receives and how you benefit, or to sign up and play, go to bgcnf.org and click events or call 396-4435.
Bulldog fans, the Georgia Bulldog Club of Jacksonville invites you to our club meeting Friday night at the WJCT building. Hall of Fame inductees Marcus Stroud and Scott Werner will speak to the Dogs. See you at 6 p.m. Friday.
Join Hacker and T-Wig for the Perkins Realty 5th Quarter Show, presented by Florida Pump Service and the law firm of Bloom and Rowland. Starting 2 hours after the final whistle on game day, we'll take your calls and share our analysis of all the action around the NFL. The Sports Den on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
Oh, man, good times. Good times. We're going to have, by the way, ABC Fine Wine and Spirits brings you this show, but also brings you Straight Talk No Chaser, the podcast. And we'll have that up. And I got some good stuff planned for that, bro, that I ain't even telling you about because I want your reaction whenever you hear it. In fact, we may do us a little segment of that coming up.
Yeah.
If you want to, because there's one thing on there that I think the people need to hear your reaction from. I'm not sure if you saw it. So if we got time, we'll get into that later. Let me hit a couple of these text line. The Duval Ford text line blowing up here in Wicked Barley Studios, as it always does. Man, I love our listeners, dude. It's never boring in here, that's for sure. Got a bunch of the text about this station, but that has been resolved here. Let's see. 1576 said, got the den on Bluetooth speakers cranked up so loud the neighbors can hear.
That's good.
That's what
just
I'm talking
make
about.
sure they go to SoundCloud and like it and make sure, because we gotta get the credit, we gotta get the points for it, man. Like if you don't get the points, if they don't listen to it, man.
Oh, had a lot of people that came in about the Jalen Ramsey stuff, basically just saying stop being a baby. Had another one calling Jalen Ramsey primetime 2.0, held Amari Cooper to 4 yards. Listen, dude's the real deal. He's the real deal. And there's some guys, like I read that quote from him before. The one when he said, they probably don't want me to say this, but I'm just going to keep it real with y'all.
Mm-hmm.
And I ain't going to lie, I almost had to read it with a little bit of sass.
Oh, man, because you know he's sassy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
All the way.
I want to hear that quote. Like, I wish we could find.
No, man, come on, man. Come on, man. You know, he's fighting, and it's starting to make me feel good. He said it with it, but then now you just said that, so now I'm thinking like, what did he say? Rolling. What did he say to my man? Was it some Barrett? Did he say it with his chest, or did it come out the wrong way?
Oh, I love you, Jalen, but you're a funny dude, man. Cigar Czar, came in on the text line.
Okay.
Said Malik and Jalen are used to higher standards of performance and not the culture of losing that permeates in our locker room. They haven't been infected with the loser blood just yet.
I mean, one thing we got to remember about Jalen, and this was when he was I think it was a sophomore after J3. No, he was a freshman. No, they won a national championship. So he was a sophomore. He knocks Carlos Williams, like he bangs him.
Yep.
Jim was like, hey, and it got too close to the franchise. J5 there. And he was like, hey, stop hitting the people. So what does he do the next play?
Blast him again.
Blast him right into James. He kicks him out of practice. People are like, oh, man, he's about to get killed. I said, nah. Lil Jit going to be good. You just got to learn who to hit and who not to hit. And, got to control the stuff. So that was when he was a freshman, 18, 19, 20 years old at college. Now, in the NFL, he's still learning how to be able to carry himself and do that stuff. So we know.
And listen, there's some guys you don't want to learn that much. Like you want to keep that edge.
Right.
All right. Bert says, come on, man. You guys in radio drink free. Stop it.
Where?
When I was talking about the if you would stop spending so much money on cigars. And
shoot, bro. You let me know. It's only a couple places that I know I can go. But you tell me where they letting radio people drink for free, and you know where I'm going to be at? I'm going to be where they letting radio people drink for free, bro.
Don't tell him.
Yeah.
No, please don't tell him.
I don't got no blue check. We not like our boy Brian Jackson who came in and did our show. And
hey, we got viewing for the break. Our boy Josh Wathan just sent me the video.
Oh, man, come on, man. Come on, guys.
Thank you. I will watch that at the break.
We know he's sassy, man. Y'all ain't got to tell it. Y'all ain't got to let that man live, man.
Oh. 607 just pointed out the last time Florida State has been an underdog at home under Jimbo was 2011.
Against Oklahoma, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, Clemson's coming in with a good team, and they're undefeated. I mean, rightfully so. Until this is what I'm gonna see where Jimbo at right now. Is that the game you're not supposed to win because how are you going to game plan? How are we going to get the guys motivated outside of the fact that just Clemson? Are you going to be able to rebuild it?
And we're going to get into that next segment as well. 207. I just want to get through some of these texts because we didn't get through 5% of them last night.
Nah, not at all, man. We got through some of them. People giving us a hard time, man.
Yep. 207 is echoing what we said last night. The whole organization is slow to react to everything. If we wait too long with Bortles, we're going to keep losing, and we're going to lose good players to free agency. Then the rebuilding process will begin once again. Yeah, that's what we said last night. Yeah. 305 says, are you and James on every night? If not, y'all should be. You, James, and T-Wig should have the afternoon drive slot. Well, me, you, and T-Wig would kill it.
It'd be a lot of wrecks. Tell you what.
Do you know what would happen?
Man,
I don't know how long we'd last, though.
That's a dream team, man.
Yeah.
That's a show for series.
Yeah, probably.
But you know what? You know how you get that to happen to people? Hashtag more than live. go to sportsdenlive.com and tell us how much you like the show. We appreciate you guys listening.
We should bring T-Wig on a couple podcasts, actually.
We should, man.
We
got to get our boy Gino in, man. Gino keeps hitting me up saying he wants to. He doesn't feel he gave the proper representation of his personality and his thoughts on the Jaguars. He wants the people to really know the real.
847 says, what about the quarterback coach? No one is talking about the guy who should be correcting his decision or mechanics.
Who's the quarterback coach?
Oh, gosh, you would ask me that. Hold on. Dadgummit.
Exactly.
That's
no. I'm just saying, you're in radio. You should know who the quarterback coach is. You have to look it up. No, I can't talk about a guy who I don't know.
No, he's actually not a bad quarterback coach by NFL standards. But you know what? Is that what – yes, the decision-making is what he needs to be working on. I'm not real sure at any level that actual coaches do much with technique of throwing a football. I just don't. They don't have time. These guys don't practice.
At that level, they're coaching scheme and what other tendencies are. What you are is what you are.
Yeah. Hackett. Yeah. That's right. Yeah. Nathaniel Hackett, who's a funny dude, by the way. Let's see if there's any more of these that I can get to right here. Bring the rookie quarterback in. No. Listen, let me just go ahead and get that. Can we kill that whole deal? Blake needs to play this year. Okay? He needs to play the whole year. This is one of those situations. Look, my kid gets himself in a mess. Guess what I'm going to make him do, James?
You got to clean it up.
Yep. You get yourself out the mess. Blake, we got to find out what the hell you are. Right? I mean, your head coach is always talking about this reveals the true character. Right now, we don't have any character. If all the stuff we've gone through reveals the true character. So I want to see what Blake does.
Right.
That's what I want to see. I know what Gus Bradley is. I don't need to see anymore. Gus Bradley ain't never been good.
That's awesome.
All right. Blake was at least decent last year.
Right.
All right. Well, so let's find out.
We got a season to analyze them. And then I actually, you know what? I don't really care. I say next year you go find the best veteran that you can. I mean, we got the cap room. Go find the best veteran quarterback that you can find and open up the competition.
Yeah, 716. That's right. At least we got pools. 716. Didn't you ask us this last week? Who would you take Bortles
Everybody
over
on
list?
that list except for Wentz.
Yeah, I'd take him over what?
No, I'm saying I would take everybody on that list over Bortles except for Wentz.
Huh. You take Mariota?
Mariota's playing better right now.
Take Jameis.
Jameis is playing better right now. Jameis has more wins than him. Jameis has almost just as many wins in 2 years as Bortles has as he's been here. Actually, excuse me. Jameis has just as many wins in 2 years as Bortles has.
I mean, Carr is definite. I'll
yes,
take Carr.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, that was a definite thing. I got to see Dak. I got to see more. Like, I mean, what if Blake had a running back and an offensive line like that?
I'll give you that.
You know
I'll give
you
that about Dak.
So I got to see more there.
Zeke is that. I don't even know if it's that Zeke's that good, or if it's just that massive offensive line is just that good.
Yeah,
that run game.
Yeah. Somebody said RuPaul's the quarterback's coach.
Hey man.
Hey, let's do this. Let's take a break. When we come back, we're going to get in the Triton Roofing and Restoration segment where we're going to talk Florida, Georgia. We're going to talk Clemson, FSU, Miami, Notre Dame. There's some good games this weekend. Some really
Miami,
good games.
Notre Dame's good?
Well, I mean,
it's on paper.
2.5-point spread.
But what I'm saying is, like, if you'd have told me at the beginning of the year, I'd be like, oh, man, I can't wait to watch that game.
I mean, you always got to bomb on them, don't you?
Who, Notre Dame?
No, Miami.
Notre Dame's not any good.
I know, but can't we? So it'll be a good game.
So it'll be toilet bowl.
No, it ain't no. I ain't gonna let you sit here and do this to our listeners. I just can't do that. Man, respect them.
Put some respect on it.
Put some respect on the Miami name.
Man, listen, they do exactly what Birdman was doing with them calendar shoots. Kissing their artists in the mouth.
On my name.
All right, we'll come back in the Wicked Barley Studios. By the way, before we leave, just put it on your calendar right now. Thursday night football, Wicked Barley with the Sports Den. Just come on, let's get after it. It's Florida Georgia weekend. Let's start the party early.
Yeah.
All right.
Not like you ain't working on Friday. Anyway.
Cabby, circle your butt around. People gonna need ride homes. All right. Download the Uber app. Whatever you got to do. Just get over there, watch it with us. We're gonna have a good time. We'll be right back.
It's not crazy. It's sports.
Plain crazy.
Share your thoughts on the 1010XL text line, driven by Duval Ford, 641-1010.
Do not let the simplicity fool you.
1010XL.
So we're talking about this watch party and everything else. Everywhere we go, I eat and eat and eat and drink and drink and drink. I got to get some balance. That's why I use my man Jay Phelan at Jay William Culinary. He'll package the meals for you. They're healthy. They're delicious. They'll be delivered to your house. You can eat right all week, which lets you come party with us on game night. Give him a call. Go to jwilliamculinary.com. That's jwilliamculinary.com. Get some meals. Tell him the Sports Den sent you.
Divorce and child custody disputes are complicated and most emotionally charged. I'm Don Dufresne. At the law offices of Parker and Dufresne, we can guide you through the fear, uncertainty, and emotion that may otherwise misguide you. If you are facing a divorce, have child support or child custody issues, our decades of experience really does make a difference. Visit jackslawcenter.com, where you can find answers and schedule a consultation today. Parker and Dufresne, offices, Jacksonville.
The results are in, and the people have spoken. Global Diamonds was voted best jewelry store in Jacksonville, beating out all the old-style retailers with our refreshing new concept in diamond shopping. It's no wonder everyone tries to copy Global, but they just can't compete with our game-changing concept. Global wins in every category. Best selection by far. One of the largest selections of GIA-certified diamonds in America. Best diamond education, because we teach you how to buy a diamond like a dealer buys, with no tricks, no gimmicks. Best quality, with hand-picked diamonds and the most unique handcrafted rings from the world's top designers. And yes, best value. Our no middleman direct importer prices can't be beat, no matter how hard they try. Come and discover Jacksonville's direct diamond importer. See why we are the first and only official jewelers of the Jacksonville Jaguars, and why we were voted 2016 Best Jewelry Store in the Bold City. Global Diamonds, at the Markets at Town Center.
Jeep Celebration event with approved credit offers not in conjunction. See dealer for complete details.
Celebrate with us and get a break from high monthly payments. In fact, you won't even have to make a payment until next year. At Jacksonville Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram, Bay Meadows. Get the Jeep you've always wanted. Drive a brand new Renegade from just $16,988. Bring us your trade. We'll put you in a brand new vehicle and lower your monthly payments. Jacksonville Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram, I-295 and Bay Meadows.
Welcome to Staples.
Staples guy, I have to move fast in business. Gotta go, go, go.
Well, then you need to see the all-new redesigned HP OfficeJet Pro printers.
Are they fast?
They're lightning fast and deliver two-sided prints, which saves you time and money. You can even print from your smartphone.
Sounds perfect.
And now at Staples, you can save up to $100 on one.
Fast, efficient, and I save money? So I can relax.
I can see the tension melting.
Yep, gotta go.
Away.
Now save up to $100 on a fast new HP OfficeJet Pro. And save every day on ink and toner. Staples. Make more happen.
For limited time, see store staples.com for details. Restrictions may apply.
Okay, so I really don't mean to rush you, but I have to rush you because I don't want you to miss out on such a fabulous offer. Right now, they're offering up to 70% off at Ideal Image Laser Hair Removal. This is their biggest sale of the year, Guest Appreciation Month, and it ends October 31st. So this is your last opportunity to take advantage of Guest Appreciation Month, up to 70% off at Ideal Image Laser Hair Removal. Trust Ideal Image. First of all, they do it all. Legs, bikini, underarms, embarrassing facial hair. Guys, your back, your chest, your neck. They are America's #1 choice for laser hair removal, and they are offering such an incredible deal right now. Your last opportunity to take advantage of Guest Appreciation Month, up to 70% off right now. This ends October 31st. Call today. Call 904-652-0652. That's 904-652-0652. Check out idealimage.com, located at the Markets at Town Center and US 17, just south of Orange Park on Fleming Island. Medical Director, Dr. Holly Hickman.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
You know him as Mike Biggs from the CBS hit TV series Mike and Molly.
Just nod at my wife. I'm a little afraid of her.
Billy Gardell.
I ate a salad. I took a walk. You look pretty. Is there a story you want to tell me?
Now see him live on stage. Saturday, December 3rd, Thrasher Horn Center in Orange Park.
My dad's answer was the same. Anywhere you wanted to go. They're closed.
Tickets are on sale now at Thrasher Horn Center box office or online at thcenter.org. From Road Dogs, Billy Gardell Live.
This is Mike Hogan, Duval County Supervisor of Elections. Early voting for the November 8th general election is going on now. Avoid surprises on Election Day by voting early before November 6th. Visit DuvalElections.com for early voting dates, times, and locations.
XL 92.5 FM. Join us in the Sports Den. Call or text 641-1010.
Great segment for Pops.
Yeah.
You know how we were talking about having Pops read the rap lyric to this right here?
Yeah.
Like, just it would be like, aside from the fast cars and girls that shake their butt in bars, you wouldn't be at odds with the underworld dealers, carriers, and Mac Millers.
You think
East
he's
Coast
like
body
that?
No. aside from the fast cars and the girls that shake their in bars, you wouldn't be at odds with those underworld killers, carriers, and Mac Millers, East Coast bodiers, West Coast cat
You don't even know it, man. That actually wasn't bad. It was like a cross between Pops and Steve Spurrier.
Oh man, I was trying to think. I was like, I'm trying to tone me down because you say the lyric and you're so used to saying it like the rapper. But anyways, I just thought about somebody talked. I don't know if Prescott would fit in with this team.
Come on.
We got fighters. And, you know, Dak was in that brawl of spring break, man.
Yeah,
Dak ate a couple punches, man.
I just would like to thank Josh Wathan for livening up the Wicked Barley Studios at break with the tweet. The video.
How do I say this without getting suspended?
Just don't. You don't.
I'm trying to root for you, man.
Say it.
Like, you my dude, Jalen. Knows till we die,
If he says
baby.
something stupid, dump it.
Knows till
this
we
radio
die.
thing's going pretty well,
Yeah.
Scott.
Knows till we die, bro. But, it ain't what you said. It ain't what he said.
No.
I'm rolling with what he said. It's just how you said it. Because I don't care, man. Just, just ball. That's all I care. As long as you ball, that's all I care about. All the other stuff ain't none of my business. I'll just put it like that.
Yeah.
The boy's sassy.
813 hit me up on the text line. Said, Denny, come on, man. Bortles got all those stats against prevent defense last year. When it counts for 2 years, he's made bad decisions. Look horrible. The time for change is now. All right.
Well, who we going to change? Who we going to put?
Okay. Here's the thing. I don't care if it was prevent. The guy showed that he could get out there and spin it at an NFL level.
Right.
Okay.
That's true.
What he's showing right now is it don't matter. He can't hit a wide open receiver. All I'm saying is give him a chance to get back to that level. Something's happening. And it's all confidence. It's all he don't know what he's seeing. I'm not saying that he was great. Did you hear me say he should have gone to the Pro Bowl?
No.
All I'm saying is a quarterback ain't easy to get. You better make dang sure that you're done with him.
Right.
By the way, if you want to make what is that, big dog?
I don't know.
If you want to make dang sure that your roof is all right.
On that note.
If you want to make dang sure your roof is all right, then there's one person to call, and that's my boy Chris Malone at Triton Roofing and Restoration. Man, they are running over there, James. Running all over the place with the storm, helping people out, getting their life back together, getting houses cleaned up from water damage, getting roofs repaired, replaced. But the best thing is they know what they're doing with the insurance companies. So hurricane deductibles, all that kind of stuff. It all changes in a storm. These guys are pros. They know what they're doing. Give Triton Roofing and Restoration a call at 315-7776. That's 315-7776. There are guys. Triton Roofing and Restoration. Give them a call. All right, Florida-Georgia week. Best time to be in Jacksonville, man.
Mm-hmm. Parties everywhere.
It is.
One on Thursday night, not necessarily for Florida, Georgia, but
it can be.
It can be. We can turn it into that.
Yeah, it can be.
Can we get it officially on the Florida, Georgia docket?
Sure.
Who's that person we got? Who's the guy who's always over? Was it Rick Catlett?
Oh, you want to do that?
Yeah, Rick. We need to get the Sports Den watch party at Wicked Barley thrown on the official docket of stuff to do.
Florida, Georgia, to me, the last couple of years, I don't remember the time that on Monday I was really, really confident that Florida would win. I really don't.
This got to be the most confident
it's
been in years.
It is. And I may jinx this. I just don't think Georgia's any good. And I do not see the freshman quarterback coming in against this Florida defense and being able to sustain anything for any period of time. He's good enough. He's going to have his moments.
Mm-hmm.
But to go a game full of moments that it's going to take, I just don't see it.
I mean, it kind of reminds me a little bit of, I think like the second or third year, so it had to be like 07 or 08 when Mark Richt, after they scored the first touchdown, they stormed the field.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it has a little bit of a feeling of that right now because people gave Georgia no chance to win that one.
Yeah.
And then they ended up pulling it out. So,
but I think that was a little different too. I think Georgia had more firepower.
Yeah. I mean, you never know. I mean, Chubb, Chubb is hit or miss. Some games
I like Florida's defense, man.
Yeah, I do too. I like the secondary. I think their offense is
it's not good.
Whoever gets the defensive score wins this game. At least one.
I think the line is 7.5. I'd play Florida in that.
Yeah.
I really would. And I don't think I'd have said that a couple weeks ago, and it's not as much to do with Florida as it is to do with Georgia for me.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'd take this. I'd take Florida in the 7.5. Speaking of Gators, Agolini texted us in and said Clay County Gator Club has Pat Dooley.
Nobody cares.
But here, let me finish. Pat Dooley as the guest speaker Thursday, October 27th at the Courtyard Marriott in Orange Park at 6:30. If you're going to go, here's what you do: is you leave in plenty of time to get to Wicked Barley.
Listen,
Tony, all right, Agolini, don't try to steal our thunder here.
Tony,
why can't we be guest speakers?
Tony, you don't care about what Pat Dooley has to say, bro. You know you don't care. You really don't even care much about this season. Just come on out to Wicked Barley, man.
Why can't we be guest speakers?
I would love to do it. I'd love to come speak at a Gator Club.
I'll speak at any club.
Yeah.
We'll bring the party.
Man, I'm going to tell you.
It says 576. 576 says free drinks for Denny, 10% off, or free drinks for James, 10% off for Denny.
I like that.
Bump you.
I like that. Where's that place at?
I don't know. No, I think Florida. I think Florida I would say like a 27-13 type of deal.
That's fair enough.
You know what's awesome?
What's that?
Georgia fans leaving Jacksonville pissed off.
Pissed off and drunk.
Yeah, it's just fun to me, and I know I'm about to get it from Georgia fans, but y'all know you feel the same way about Florida fans, so
yeah,
back off. I got a mic in front of me, you don't. That's simple. So that's a 3:30 kick. So about the time that one wraps up and you realize that you need to catch a second win, so you head on over to ABC Fine Wine and Spirits and grab another bottle.
Mm-hmm.
Then Clemson and FSU are going to play. At Florida State, Clemson favored by 4.5. What you got on this one?
I think Jimbo's gonna let him play. He's going to encourage the defensive guys to just play man and just see what happens. Put pressure on the QB and get after it. I think it's going to be a close game, just like the last 2 years have been. And I think FSU wins by 3.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Give me Clemson in the 4.5. I think Clemson wins 11.
I mean, I don't have an argument to say that you're wrong about that, because that could very well happen too. But the last time Clemson had this much confidence going into the game, it got out of hand.
It ain't about Clemson in this one.
It's about Florida State.
Yeah, 100%. You know, I think Florida State, you talk all the time about they can't defend the spread. At some point, what they're going to have to do is they're going to have to get more people applying pressure than just your boy.
Yeah. Well, the last game there was more pressure.
Against who?
It wasn't him. It was actually. I mean, he got 1 sack, I think. But
against who?
Yeah, who was it? Oh, well, okay, Miami. Even the Miami game, it wasn't him that really was bringing. He was doing his thing, but other people brought pressure. But you are right. What I think obviously the Louisville game was a debacle. Yeah. I think South Florida, outside of the fact that for whatever reason we decided to play off when we didn't have the clout to be able to do that.
If you're Florida State with the recruiting classes you've had, you never play off.
We should have pressed and just beat South Florida into submission. And what we didn't do is we didn't. And the same thing with UNC. Once we figured it out, we didn't continue to do the things, and they beat us on that. I think they have the tools and they know what to do. I think it's just about doing it. And I think, outside of 1 year, I mean, we've had Clemson's number. Jimbo's had Clemson's number.
I think my personal opinion is if I was a defensive coach, if I was a defense coordinator, if I have superior athletes, I'm never playing off.
You know who to Ohio State, Oregon, that was the perfect example of it.
Mm-hmm.
I still to this day don't understand why Florida State does what they do against spread teams. I'm going to play press, and I'm going to make your guy make you be. And you know what? You're going to give up big plays.
Fine.
Every now and then. But you know what? You're going to also stop a lot of that dink and dunk stuff that allows them to create separation.
And that's my point. Is you're getting them off the field quick. They're either going to score or they're going to go 3 and out.
Right.
It's one of the two. So I mean, I've never understood that. I'm with you as well. Miami favored by 2.5 at Notre Dame. I was just joking with you. I don't know who wins this game. I don't care who wins this game. It's irrelevant at this point.
I'm going to be honest with you. I want Miami to win this game.
Yeah.
But I don't think Miami will win this game.
Notre Dame's been bad, man.
What I saw last week was dejection.
Yeah.
And I saw a lot of guys who, had a lot of heads hanging down, a lot of, people just kind of just gave up.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who's going to win it. Notre Dame's been what a disappointing year for them. Mm-hmm. We said it in our Straight Talk No Chaser podcast when they were preseason top 5, whatever.
2 teams that I'll never believe in the preseason top 10, Georgia and Notre Dame.
And I'm Oklahoma and Notre Dame.
Oklahoma too. I'll give you Oklahoma's they should stop.
Yep. Yeah, some other good games. One game that, listen, there's a lot at stake is Washington at Utah. If this game was at Washington, I wouldn't have this one circled, but at Utah 3:30, Washington a 10-point favorite. This is a big hurdle for them. Really big hurdle. Nebraska at Wisconsin. Nebraska's still undefeated. Yeah. Wisconsin's a 9-point favorite.
I believe. Nebraska's got a kid, Chris Jones, who I absolutely love to death. Local kid.
904's taking over college football.
He's a great kid. I think he's going to do some things, but Nebraska hasn't played anybody.
No, I agree with that. It's just it's a big game. If they walk in and win this game, now all of a sudden Nebraska starts getting into those playoff conversations. So the one that I think is interesting is Auburn at Ole Miss. All of a sudden, man, Auburn is on a tear.
Yeah, Auburn beat Arkansas like they stole something.
It beat the crud out of them. They got to go to Ole Miss at this, a 7:15 kickoff. Auburn's a 4-point favorite. I think this is where you find out. I think if you're Alabama, you're watching this game closely. Is Auburn for real? That game already is, always sketchy because it's such a big rivalry. But, Auburn, man, that's a good Arkansas defense.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't go out there and do that against Florida State. And I'm not taking a cheap shot. I'm just saying a team that's been giving up a bunch of points.
Yeah.
You know, they went up there against a team that's built to hold you to 17, and they score 21.
Right.
And they put, 53 up?
Mm-hmm.
Put half a hunch on them. That's pretty impressive right there. You got to give it to Gus Malzahn. He's turning around. The guy that was on the hot seat not long ago.
He knows his stuff.
Yeah. He just needed to separate from Will Muschamp long enough. Will Muschamp just dumbs offenses down. Will Muschamp is that dude that if you're an offensive genius and you go shake his hand, he just drains it all out of you. You don't even know how far you got to go to get a first down anymore. Will Muschamp is – who's the worst coach, Will Muschamp or Gus Bradley?
Bradley.
I agree.
Muschamp.
How bad is that?
Muschamp went to the SEC championship.
He had a 10-win season.
Yeah.
Or 12-win season, actually. Yeah. I agree with that. How sad is that? Yeah, that's pretty bad right there.
Beat his rival one year.
Can you believe, though, that we're already this far down the road in college football?
Seems like it just started.
Bro, I mean, Florida State's going to be here in no time.
Yep.
Jeez. That stinks. Let me grab this call real quick because I do want to do a little straight talk segment next segment. Jerry, what you got, bud?
Hey, guys. I just want to talk about Bortles just a minute. You remember last season, Hearns and them was catching anything thrown in their direction, one-handed grabs, passes way up over their head. They was going up and they were diving for the ball. This year it's not happening. He's had 4 balls dropped in the end zone in the last 3 weeks. 2 of them turned out to be interceptions. It's not just Bortles, it's the whole offensive team that the problem's with.
No, you're right about that, but I will say the one interception that he threw that should have been a touchdown to A-Rob was thrown behind him. And there was no reason for it to not be thrown in front of him.
And the touchdown that he threw this week to Thomas should have been a pick.
Should have been a pick. So, I mean, the thing is the reason why I put it on him, and you're right, though, some of the drops are happening, and he can't control the drops, but he doesn't place the ball in situations where he can't. And you are right. Like, Hearns, actually, the touchdown that Hearns had, was incredible against Indy.
Yeah,
that was incredible.
That was all him.
That was all him. No help from the QB, and then the one-handed grabs and all those things are great. But if that's what you're relying on as a quarterback, that is an indictment of you.
Yeah.
But also remember the slant that Thomas did that was right in the belly.
Yeah, no, I got you, Jerry.
Don't miss balls like
Jerry,
that.
I got you, but you know what? At the same time, you see what you see. And the other day, on Sunday, yesterday, how many balls, 10 yards and in, did he throw to where it couldn't even be an attempt made?
Oh, he threw one of them 2 yards behind the guy on a slant.
I mean, they're probably so damn surprised when it hits their hands that they drop it.
Yeah.
But the guys just aren't – and he threw the ball the same way last year. It's just they were making the plays last year.
That's fair. That's fair. Thanks for the call. Yeah, I mean, remember, A-Rob, everybody talked about he's a 75-25, not a 50-50 ball guy.
Right.
And ever since that Green Bay game where it wasn't talked about at the time because A-Rob was A-Rob, he should have come down with that ball in the end zone. And ever since then, we haven't really seen him go up and get any balls. So that's a fair point. That's a fair point. You know who'll go up, though, is Triton Roofing. They'll go up on a roof real quick.
It will get all no matter how high.
No matter.
He'll climb up there and get it.
I ain't getting on a roof.
Man, me neither.
I'm scared to death of heights, but I've seen them, man. They'll hop on that ladder, get up on your roof. They'll give you a full inspection for free.
Okay.
For free. Come up there, see what you got going on, let you know if it needs to be replaced or if it can be repaired. You got water damage? That's your guys. They got every single restoration accreditation that you can have.
Okay.
They do it right over there at Triton Roofing and Restoration, and they are a great partner to the Sports Den. You want to support the Sports Den, support our partners, and we can vouch for these guys. They're all good guys, local guys. Give them a call at 315-7776. When we come back, you want to do a little straight talk, no chaser?
Yeah, let's do it.
I got a couple subjects we can run through in about 15 minutes that I think will get you going. We'll be right back from the Wicked Barley Studios.
Want to lose 20 to 40 pounds in 40 days? Find out about the most powerful weight loss technology ever with Dr. Raphael Foss. It's the First Coast Health and Weight Loss Hour brought to you by 904 Thin. Sunday mornings at 7 on 1010XL.
Chris Malone at Triton Roofing and Restoration. That's your guys local. Went to Mandarin High School. coaches at Bowles now. Most of his guys that work with him are local. You want to give him a call at 315-7776, not just because he's local, but because they're an honest company. They come out, they do you right, they treat you right. They're good guys. You'll enjoy working with them. They're insurance professionals as well. They know what they're doing. 315-7776. That's Triton Roofing and Restoration.
From concept to completion, Media Mix delivers results through creative that not only look good and sound good, but hit the target and sell the message. Otherwise, what's the point? Media Mix redefines advertising through creative and offers a DSP for digital ad buying. Sound fancy? It is, and it delivers a better ROI than the big boys with their big fees. And if that's not enough, an attitude that says, yeah, we can make that happen. What's in your advertising mix? Visit MediaMixJax.com.
Now that the storms are over, I'm with Greg Mackey from Cycles of Jacksonville with some exciting news about Biketoberfest.
We had to push it back a week, but we're excited. We got a special buy on some America LTs from Triumph. This is the perfect cruiser, 900cc, comes with a quick release windshield, saddlebags, backrest. Bike usually sells for $98.40. We've got them for just $69.99. We will not have these bikes long. That is a great deal on a Triumph.
So check it out right now at Cycles of Jacksonville on Atlantic near Regency.
Baloo here for Advantage Home Builders. Folks, if you're looking for a home, Jacksonville, St. Augustine, Amelia Island, Fernandina Beach, homes have recently been built. You can move in today. Or what about building the home of your future? Any way that you want, that option is available for you as well. Call Advantage Home Builders, 607-5917. All along the First Coast, no matter where you have us today, Advantage Home Builders, 607-5917.
Now, your 1010XL community calendar.
Registration is open for the only girls lacrosse fall ball league in North Florida. Get instruction and game experience with First Coast Lacrosse. Visit firstcoastlax.com.
If you've got what it takes to be a boxer, sign up for the Police Athletic League's boxing program at jaxpal.com.
Nearly half of all cancers can be prevented, mostly by making changes in your diet, controlling your weight, and of course, by not smoking. Visit PreventableCancers.org.
O-positive blood has reached an extremely low level. If you are an O-positive, please consider donating with the Blood Alliance and save up to 3 lives.
Builders Care is looking for volunteers. If you can help, log on to habijax.volunteermatrix.com.
If you're involved in a community event and you'd like us to help spread the word, find out how.
Osteen Volvo of Jacksonville is making room for a showroom full of Volvos with incredible deals. This offer doesn't happen often. In fact, almost never. It's the best time to move up to a European luxury sedan or sport utility vehicle. Lease the 2016 S60 for $199 per month. What? $199 per month? Incredible. Or you can buy the versatile XC60 with 0% financing for up to 60 months. Plus, if you buy or lease a new Volvo, Osteen will pay your first 3 payments. These incredible deals can't last. Don't wait. Osteen Volvo, keeping families safe for generations. Must qualify for all incentives. 36-month lease, 10,000 miles per year, $3,800 down cash or trade equity. With approved credit, no security deposit required, plus $598.50 dealer fee, tax and tag. Must qualify through BCFS. Excludes XC90, S90, and Polestar vehicles. See dealer for details. Expires October 31st.
Wow, another jewelry store ad on the radio. Global Diamonds is everywhere.
No, I think that was an ad for the other store, the one that's copying Global all the time.
Well, sounded like Global to me. But if I were them, I'd try and be like Global Diamonds too. Global's awesome. Lowest prices for sure, higher quality diamonds, and 10 times a selection.
Yeah, I know. Have you been to the other store? I don't think copying is going to help them. They're nothing like Global.
Everybody wants to be like Global Diamonds, but smart shoppers know the difference. That's why Global Diamonds was voted best jewelry store in Jacksonville. Best selection by far, highest quality hand-picked diamonds, and unbeatable direct importer no middleman prices. This is the store that made old-style jewelry retailing obsolete. The official jeweler of the Jacksonville Jaguars and Jacksonville's direct diamond importer. Global Diamonds, the undisputed leader. At the markets at Town Center between West Marine and REI.
Calling all Georgia Bulldogs.
It's Mary Jane
and Anya from Culhane's Irish Pub in Atlantic Beach. Hunker down every Saturday to watch your Georgia Bulldogs while enjoying authentic Irish cuisine and pints from the Emerald Isle.
With 24 beers on tap and dog specials all Saturday long, it's your Bulldog home at the beaches this fall. Visit Culhane'sIrishPub.com. Irish sass with 5-star class. Go Dogs!
This is the Sports Den on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
Hey, you know what we got tomorrow? Don't forget.
Yeah,
we got to go to our good friends over at Rogers Towers downtown. We're going to meet with their employees. We are doing some pretty cool stuff, man. Pretty cool stuff with 88 blessings that wouldn't be possible without our friends at Rogers Towers stepping up and bringing us in. And we've told you guys about it before, but I'm just going to tell you guys, we're going to need y'all to come out and support. It is a great cause. Basically helping single mothers provide Christmas to their kids. At the end of the day, we have a great time, James.
Mm-hmm.
But it's important to us that we use this platform to do as much good as we possibly can. And I cannot think of a better event to do than what we're doing for Christmas, along with 88 Blessings and Rogers Towers.
Very true.
It's pretty cool. So it'll be fun tomorrow. We get to go hang out with a bunch of attorneys.
We're kicking it up there today for the right reasons, though.
Yeah, I know.
It's a lot of bad reasons to be in front of attorneys.
That's a good point. It's a great point. Well, going from that to every week or so, we do a podcast. We're supposed to do them more. We're getting to it. We're working on some things that I think you folks will like here in the Sports Den. But it's called Straight Talk No Chasers, brought to you by ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. I wanted to give you just a little bit of a snippet, and maybe it'll cause you to listen a little bit. We can't go all the way out now, all right? We're still on radio, James.
Okay.
All right?
So I can't say –
No, you can't. You can't. But let's just get off the doom and gloom of Jags for just a second. Let's whip around a little bit. There's one thing that really caught my attention that when I read it, I said, I can't wait to tell James about this. Your boy, Tiger Woods.
Oh, yeah.
Your boy. All right, get this now.
Right.
He did an interview.
Mm-hmm.
It aired on PBS, so nobody saw it.
Yeah, it was last week.
Okay. So Tiger Woods was asked, do you have any regrets? Tiger says, yes, I have one. To which everybody in America thinks he's about to say, my regret is that I went all over Vegas and all over the country and cheated on my wife and broke up my family. James, that's not what he said.
No, it's not what he said.
You know what he said? I wish I'd have stayed at Stanford one more year.
Yeah.
That's his regret?
Stanford's got a gorgeous campus, a good college life, man.
But that can't be your regret. What in the world, Tiger?
I'm not
No,
mad
you're
at
not.
him.
I know you well enough. No, you're not. You can play hard all you want to, but your regret cannot be. I guess he's just being real, but is that not a perfect snippet of who Tiger Woods is?
Tiger don't give two S's about what was going on with that.
He doesn't, does he?
Here's the thing. All right. People, get out of your bubble. Stop trying to analyze other people's lives inside of your little box of a life. This man they had him as the first $1 billion athlete. He was on pace to do that. You can't take your marriage and your relationship and try to compare it to what he's got. This man has gone all the time. No, not you. I'm just saying in general.
I don't think anybody is.
So to him, he's like collateral damage.
Collateral damage?
Here's what Elin knew.
Elin knew what?
Elin knew that man was cheating. Here's what I guarantee, because I've heard it like this before with some of my friends who have arrangements. Don't embarrass me. That's what the woman said. Don't embarrass me. Don't let me pretty much don't let me catch you. Don't let it be brought up. So in his mind, I got caught. Hey, it happens.
What?
It happens.
What do you mean?
He's gonna have.
You think it was all an act when Elin went John Daly on his head with a 9-iron?
She was embarrassed. She was a woman scorned. She was embarrassed. Like, she probably saw all the other stuff, or I'll go throw out what my mom used to tell me. And she said it's hard. Like, one time she's like, if you're gonna have $1 billion man, you better be willing to do $1 billion worth of work.
Okay, whatever that is. Listen,
that's a lot.
It's just
the man was popping pills and having sex orgies.
I know.
And you know what he was doing when he was popping pills and having sex orgies?
Winning golf tournaments.
That's why he doesn't, actually he should say, you know what? I regret stopping popping pills and eating that Perkins.
Come on now.
We'd have a great golfer right now. He also said he believes that he's going to break.
It's probably why his back is so bad.
He also believes he's going to break the record.
Yeah, he still believes that. Yeah,
You know what? You know what will make me believe it?
What?
He was popping pills, having sex
sex
orgies at Perkins.
No, I don't think so. I think that as an athlete and as a that's great. Look at the text line.
Yeah, I just saw it. That's awesome.
As an athlete and as a public figure, when somebody asks you a question that the answer should be obvious, it's okay to lie, Tiger. Okay? It's all right to lie.
Yeah, I didn't see it, but I heard him talk about. I was watching Pardon the Interruption. They were talking about it. I could just imagine him. They said,
He knew what he was doing.
Put his hand on his face. I wish I would have stayed in college one more year. College was so much fun.
Charlie Rose did the interview. You know, he thought, you have a regret? And Tiger's like, yeah, I do. And Charlie's thinking, all right, I'm about to get like an apology, or I'm about to get I really regret.
What for? What? I apologize.
For what?
I apologize for making a nanny a multimillionaire.
You got to be kidding me. There's 2 kids there, James.
He's still a good dad from all things we know. He's with his kids' life.
What do you mean apologize for what?
He's in his kids' life.
What do you mean apologize for what? His kids. Go Google Tiger Woods, kids. Go Google your dad right now.
They're gonna
say he didn't have enough discipline to keep it in his pants long enough for you not to be so embarrassed by your dadgum dad.
What the kids will learn is that 50% of marriages in America end in divorce. The only difference is my dad wrote my mom a really big check.
That's such a cop out.
That's what's wrong. I mean,
that's such a cop out.
I'm not saying it's right, but a lot of people get kids.
No, you just said it was right.
I come from divorced parents. My dad, my dad is a jerk. Actually, not at times. My dad is a jerk. Still love him. He's my dad.
Okay, great.
But the thing is my dad ain't Tiger Woods. He didn't give my mom $750 million.
This is irrelevant.
If he
Elin was rich before then.
She was a nanny.
No, I'm talking about before she got cheated on.
Okay, this is what what I'm saying is my mom had the ultimate flip. Her flip was bigger than Pablo Escobar's flip with cocaine and narcos. She went from nothing to blowing up. As a matter of fact, the guy who introduced him, that was the biggest cop-out ever. I wish I had never introduced Elin to Tiger so she could be broke.
Dude.
She's rich. She's got 2 great kids.
Here's what you're doing. You're falling into that trap.
Two healthy, great kids.
You're falling into that trap right now of she was broken, now she's rich. Look.
I mean, I'm not saying it wasn't painful. I mean, there's stuff. Obviously, there's stuff. And now she's married again. Or she's maybe not married again. She's dating again.
She's dating like a billionaire.
Yeah. She would have never gotten the billionaire status. She would have gotten.
Did you want her to lock herself in a room?
She wouldn't have got the billionaire if she hadn't got with Tiger first.
You don't know that.
Man, yes, I do. She should have been Cinderella.
You don't
should have been Cinderella before the shoes.
Man, come on.
That's what she was, man.
Oh. No, listen, I just think on some level, Tiger, you got to buck up a little bit here and lie. If somebody asks you that question, like his PR people were going, Tiger, let's go. 1 more year at Stanford. I mean, dude.
You know what my regret is? Because I actually went and bought this thing. Is that there are no more Tiger Woods video games.
No, that does suck.
That's the biggest regret. Is that video game was awesome.
Dude, Nike has folded. Nike has folded their golf division.
Which I think, personally, why? Because he got it a scale. He didn't.
No,
it wasn't like Kobe.
You want to know why?
Okay, why?
Because their golf clubs were terrible.
That's true.
That's
very
why.
true.
Yeah.
I have heard that.
Yeah, that's why. And they didn't have that main draw anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, Tiger's not playing.
Right.
He's not a draw.
But I mean, some of the endorsements that got dropped. Because I mean, if that's the case, if that's the standard, man, it's so many athletes that get divorced every day.
They don't get caught. They don't get caught like that, James. It's no different, bro.
Kobe. I mean. You see how much like
Kobe got caught once. But Tiger got caught
what did
with
Kobe,
every nationality.
But Kobe got caught doing, and what did the girl scream?
I understand
but
that.
that's what I'm saying. Like that's the biggest difference.
He took a hit for a minute, but you know the difference? Kobe stayed good.
Yeah.
Kobe stayed marketable.
Kobe was playing for his freedom.
I mean, that's basically
pretty much what he did. I mean, Tiger came out and won some.
Drain.
He won some tournaments. Did he win TPC since all that happened?
I mean, it's
he hasn't
so
won anything
long.
else recently. I mean,
He was never the same guy.
I'm sorry. I'm selfish. I really like Tiger Woods.
I like Tiger Woods
I still
too.
like Tiger Woods.
Listen.
Want my. I like dominant foot. If it comes out like, and I know people hate Tom Brady. Yeah, Tom Brady needed to go to Waffle House and pick up. Even though no offense to people at Waffle House, but y'all know some of y'all are some weird looking people. But if that's what he needed to do was to get some people, get it off with people at Waffle House,
then don't get married. Then don't get married.
Listen. To some people,
look, I'm not. Listen,
the sanctity of marriage is not what it is to everybody, and apparently it wasn't to him.
Okay, I'm not judging anybody because I've made mistakes, plenty. But don't get married. I mean, that's the thing. If that's what you want to do, if you want to roll around and you want to do that, then just don't. Don't involve another woman. Just say that's who I am. No issue, Tiger. None.
But I just think that it had to be. She had to know. There had to be something.
So you're going to put this on her?
No, I'm not blaming. It's no blame. I'm like, dude, okay, it ended.
You think she was
the
cool
divorce?
with
The divorce ended. No, she wasn't necessarily cool with it. She just said, don't bring it into my house. There are a lot of athletes who have that arrangement. And what happened was he was dumb enough to not pay a friend $100,000 or whatever it needed. Whatever the number would have been a lot cheaper than
Kevin
the money.
Gates hadn't come up with that song yet. At the end of the day, it's Kevin Gates' problem. It's
his
fault.
What we were just
he
talking
didn't come
about
out with 2 phones
is that
yet.
if you get too big, you're gonna get more people calling and blowing up your phone. With that, you need to have a fall guy or a guy who's gonna answer your phone.
It's Kevin Gates' fault.
I put it on.
Should have came up with 2 phones way before.
Yeah, I give you that. He should have.
Blame it on him.
Blame it on Kevin
Blame
Gates.
it on the rapper.
He should have got married. You're right. I mean, I agree with that. He shouldn't have got married.
Yeah. I mean, anybody who marries him from this point forward is not a smart person.
He had the one relationship
Lindsey
that
Vonn.
just went south.
Yeah, Lindsey Vonn. Hey,
it's Tiger.
The only crime that he committed is this, because Elin was hot, is being with a subpar woman outside of Elin. Nowhere near.
Multiple.
Nowhere near what Elin looked like.
No.
If you're to fail up, is that what it is, or
I don't know,
or something,
I don't know.
man? It's just that's what I will say. Like that, Gummit Tiger, come on, bro.
Yeah, well,
you're better than this.
Well, you just plugged that segment along with 2 more like it and Manco violations, and there you've got Straight Talk No Chaser, brought to you by ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. Right.
So pretty much, actually, now that I think about it, all Tiger had to do, this is what Tiger did. Tiger flipped a coin.
Yeah, no.
Tiger was like,
it landed on heads a lot, bro.
He's like, should I say what I really feel? Heads? Should I come up with some BS tails? Flip a coin. It's heads. My only regret is that I didn't stay around co-eds longer.
I didn't stay around
Stanford. That was the unedited version.
Yeah.
I didn't stay around co-eds and frat parties longer when I was at Stanford.
All right, when we come back, I do want to get into a couple of NFL notes. One coach whose team is 5-1. Going crazy on his team after a loss, and we got a coach who's lost 40 out of 54 games, and we can't get him to even say that they're not any good. I'm jealous. We'll get into that when we come back.
When you catch an interview on 1010XL and you want to hear it again, go to On Demand at 1010XL.com. I'm Cece Underwood. The Selling with Cece team sells a home every 3 days. Call 302-4800.
There is a way to do stuff the old traditional way, and there's a new way to do it, the cool way to sell realty. And that's what I do with my man AC Williams with Cool Realty. We're not going around here just showing any kind of house in all of these different communities. He's showing you the house that's meant for you. And you need to give him a call, 449-8631. That's 449-8631 for the cool way to do something. Go on the Facebook page and see our interview with him and see me and Denny showing the house. That's Cool Realty.
Do you want to find a great experience and big savings on your next car, truck, or SUV? You can at Key Buick GMC. Want a huge selection and a great price on a new GMC Acadia or Terrain? You can at Key. Want 0% financing for up to 72 months on a new 2016 GMC Canyon? You can at Key. If you want to find big savings and an even better experience, you can. Come to Key Buick GMC today.
See dealer for details. Offer ends 10/31/16.
Mike Dempsey here for Dandy Foods. And you know, when I see 60 years or that dapper little guy on their labels, I see a brand I can trust. I know Dandy is made right here in my backyard by a family-owned local company who spent the last 6 decades building trust with their customers, building quality products, and building a brand. So stop into your local Circle K and do what I do and go out and make yours a Dandy today.
Got that hometown flavor creeping up on you. Yeah.
This is Mike Hogan, Duval County Supervisor of Elections. Early voting for the November 8th general election is going on now. Avoid surprises on Election Day by voting early before November 6th. Visit DuvalElections.com for early voting dates, times, and locations.
Welcome to Staples.
Staples guy, I have to move fast in business. Gotta go, go, go.
Well, then you need to see the all-new redesigned HP OfficeJet Pro printers.
Are they fast?
They're lightning fast and deliver two-sided prints, which saves you time and money. You can even print from your smartphone.
Sounds perfect.
And now at Staples, you can save up to $100 on one.
Fast, efficient, and I save money so I can relax.
I can see the tension melting.
Yep, gotta go.
Away.
Now save up to $100 on a fast new HP OfficeJet Pro and save every day on ink and toner. Staples. Make more happen.
For limited time, see storestaples.com for details. Restrictions may apply.
Your home has a problem. You find cracked foundations, damaged interior walls, and sloping floors. What do? Call Foundation Professionals of Florida to identify and solve the issues. How about eroding seawalls? Call the experts who will put 35 years of experience to work for you. Foundation Professionals can stabilize your seawall and solve all your erosion problems. If your home is in jeopardy, call toll-free 1-855-934-7688. That's 1-855-934-7688.
This is your Mad Dad's Update with Chapter President Donald Ford. Mad Dad's suggesting everyone who is in possession of a firearm, whether legal or illegal, whether a handgun, semi-automatic, automatic shotgun, or rifle, to please keep them out of the reach of children. Learn all the safety rules and teach children not to touch or play with firearms. We're having children's lives being ruined due to individuals being careless and leaving firearms or not taking safety precautions like cleaning guns within the home. Mad Dads believe that we should protect our family and our home. We also believe that we should be held accountable when we do not follow the safety rules of being in possession of a firearm. Hit me on Facebook and tell me what you think. Mad Dads, the force behind the change. For more information about Mad Dads, go to Mad Dads Jacksonville Chapter Facebook or MadDadsJacksonville.com.
Yo, Jay, hit it. Let's go. This speech is my recital. I think it's very vital to rock around. That's right. On time. It's tricky. Here we go. It's tricky to rock around. To rock around. That's right. On time. It's tricky. It's tricky.
The Sports Den on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
Shocker. Here in the Wicked Barley Studios. The guy with the 666 phone number agrees with you. Says you're absolutely correct on the last segment.
Like I said, man. Hey, mine is more selfish. I'm not encouraging everybody else to go out there and go to Perkins. I just encourage Tiger to do it. That's the only person. Or if you're really, really great at a sport that I like, and that's what I feel like is giving you the edge, then I don't want you to lose the edge.
Yeah, 716 didn't like it. They didn't agree with you at all.
Nah, I think it was more my vernacular.
Oh, your vernacular?
Yes. See, I am college educated. I can use big words. I just choose them. I'm sorry, man. That's a lot. I did have tutors, though.
Yeah.
That helped a lot.
So, Vikings lost yesterday for the first time, 21-10,
right.
Philly. So
it was a bad game. Jokers
start off 5-0. They lose. Not only do they start out 5-0, they start out 5-0 after losing their quarterback and the running back. Right? Which we were dead on with Bridgewater, by the way.
Yeah.
Here they're saying this could be career ending.
Yeah, that's bad, man.
Yeah, that stinks. Jacksonville has, loses every game, and our coach just smiles and shakes hands and hugs the players. Mike Zimmer, on the other hand, loses one game. You know what he does?
Probably tears off into him.
Calls his team soft. If we didn't block anybody, we were soft. We got overpowered.
Wow.
They asked him, why did your previously undefeated team struggle Sunday? What do you think Gus Bradley would say?
Well, it's just a learning experience.
Mm-hmm.
The guys, this was a really good thing for the guys to get some good character.
We didn't make plays.
Yes.
But we gave it everything we
That's
had.
not the team that showed up.
We competed.
The team that showed up on Sunday isn't the team that's going to show up next week.
Sorry about that.
Jaguars.
That's not the Jaguars that you're going to see consistent.
Zimmer said, I don't know. I'm going to put my finger on some things this week. We're going to fix some stuff. Essentially what Zimmer said. Why can't we get that dude? And see, this is a guy, and this was my point last night. Zimmer's a guy that all the players like. He's a player's coach. But he's getting after him, dude.
Yeah.
He's calling him out. He's holding him accountable. There's nothing wrong with this.
Right. That's what you should do. It's about winning. I mean, obviously, very few people are going to go undefeated. Very few teams are going to go undefeated. But it's about winning every game.
Nobody has in 30-something years.
It's about winning every game and playing to the best of your ability. So when they don't do it, even if it's just something, frivolous that people believe, you go and you chew them out. Even if you do what some teams have done because they don't, they resting their players toward the end, even then you still light a fire under their behind.
Yeah, and that was the thing. You remember Coughlin back in the day when they beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl. They were in the playoffs, played the last game, played the starters the whole game.
Right.
So no, we're going to play to win. And there's a lot of people that will tell you that went a long way in them winning the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just that attitude. I just want a guy like Mike Zimmer. That's all I want. I said my piece last night. I don't know why Gus Bradley's still here. I don't understand it. I don't get it at all. He has no business being here.
Well,
I just want a guy like Mike Zimmer. That's it. Is that too much to ask?
Maybe the sun changes you. He's from Seattle, and it was it's depressing out there.
So you think you got here and just got happy?
Yeah, I got happy the sun.
You went from do your job to do the best you can?
Do the best you can.
Compete?
Because there's the beach there. We got a surfing mentality.
Yeah. 716 says Gus would challenge the guys to use that as an opportunity for improvement.
Yeah, that's actually a good one. Yeah, that's actually how he spelled it is how he would say it, too. I love that.
Yeah. Yeah. Arizona, Seattle last night go to a 6-6 tie. So, did you see this?
The game?
Yeah.
The worst game, ever. It looked really boring. 2
field goals missed that could have won it, a 24-yarder and a 28-yarder.
I shared Patrick Peterson's face after they missed it. It was, classic.
Oh, I didn't see that. Russell Wilson may be onto something, though.
What?
Did you hear his idea?
No. Stone a kicker if they miss it?
No. He said, here's what you do. Is you can't end in a tie, and I agree with that. But you don't want to get guys hurt either. So put the ball in 35. Whoever wins the toss puts the ball in 35. Kicker kicks it. He makes it. They win. Misses it. The other team wins.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it on a 35. That's just entirely too easy.
It's a 52-yard field goal.
Have you seen what they've been doing with 52-yard field goals?
50. Where are you going to put it?
Put it on a 40.
Make it a 57?
Yeah, make it a little harder.
What I think they should do is play a game of pig with the kickers.
I would like that. That'd be
awesome.
I would like to see more like soccer. They just keep
penalty kick.
Start off at the 10.
What if you had your lineman kick? Yeah, no, you got to send out 5. You got to send out 5.
Yeah,
and they can't be kickers.
Then I'll give you the 30.
Yeah,
5 at the 30, and they got to kick it.
No, dude, bump the 30. That's still a 47-yarder
for a lineman.
That's a long way.
Oh, okay. You're saying closer.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't care if you put it at the extra point line. Send out your 5. We'll send out our 5.
I think that'd be
penalty kick style.
That'd make for more
bring
exciting.
some fun back into this daggum game.
Or how about this?
I'm listening.
Russell Wilson, you get back to that Super Bowl championship, Russell Wilson. Stop being Future's baby Future's dad.
Come on.
Chasing around,
living a good life,
being Captain Kirk,
being a good stepdad. And you see,
hey man, right now it proves my point.
Why?
Look at Tony Romo.
Why did he get me out of this conversation?
When Tony Romo was dating Jessica Simpson, what happened with Tony Romo's game?
Why did he get me out? Get me out, please.
Listen. I turned after I left the game yesterday. I refused to turn the radio. I turned the radio off for 24 hours or a little longer. I just turned the radio on for the first time since I left the game yesterday. And the first thing you hear is Tiger Woods. And come on, guys. Anyway, I had to give myself a 24-hour cooling down.
That's fair
period.
enough. Fair enough. What you got?
And well,
tell them, James. Let the hate out.
After it's all said and done, after I've calmed down, this is what I think it has to happen. Is you just play the season out. Look, you play it out, okay, Gus. If things continue to go the way they are, which they are, you clean house. GM, everybody goes. I mean, this is 4 years of this, and you didn't get the job done. Period. At the end, and then you bring a new GM in and a new coach in, and you say, "Here, there's Bortles. Do you think you can do anything with him? If you don't, that's fine. We'll draft another quarterback. If you do, you can try the."
But why play the season out, Whitey? Why? What good
does it do to fire him at this point?
What good does it do? Okay, let me reverse that. What harm does it do? Because you know what you've got with Gus. I said this last night. You already know. So I don't care who you bring in. Statistically speaking, Gus is the worst worst coach in the history of the NFL. You got to be some degree of inept to get another one that bad.
And let me ask you a question. You're a like a quarterback coach or something?
I am.
Okay. And again, I played football my whole life, but I'm not nothing like you guys, and I'm not no expert. I played it, watched it, I'm no expert. But at the games, it seems to me that when Bortles takes a snap, it's almost like when he gets a snap, he looks down the field, he's standing flat-footed. It's almost like he throws a football like he's throwing a dart.
Yeah, we actually talked about that. I gave a full breakdown, and if you want to hear it, we'll be on SoundCloud pretty soon, right, Scott?
Yeah,
you're right. It's a footwork issue. It's a confidence issue. It's a whole lot of stuff going on with Blake. A lot of it's fixable, but my biggest worry is he still don't know what he's seeing with defensive coverages. That's my biggest worry. He hasn't been developed at all.
And that's a coach. So I'll take this out there. So you think that with the right coaching and the right people in there, that Bortles could be saved?
Sure. Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks
for the call.
That's optimistic because I don't think he can be saved. But anyway,
I appreciate it, man. All right. Let's get phones lit up all of a sudden. Mm-hmm. Andrew, what's going on, my man?
Hey, man, you're the quarterback guru, the whisperer.
Oh, dear.
I think you can definitely do something with him. But I'm sad, man. My 7-game streak of winning is. Hey,
you weren't serious about that.
I was serious about it, but hey, I take my medicine, and Tiger wouldn't have strayed if he would have stayed at Stanford one more year.
You don't think?
Married.
Oh well, that's true. He may not have met Elam.
That's
he
what
may not have lined up.
He wanted.
You think that's what he was saying? I should have stayed at Stanford, so none of this crap would have happened.
To get them co-eds.
Yeah. I mean, that was his Freudian slip. He's admitting to something without admitting it.
Fair enough. Hey,
and to Tiger, I'm going to say, hey, LL Cool J said in that song, "I'm that type of guy." You're the type of guy to say my lower back is killing me, but I got something for my boys. 5 minutes of funk.
I can't. Andrew's he's funny. He plans this stuff out, man.
Mm-hmm.
He knows how he's going to end each call. Let me get Josh here. Josh, what's going on?
Fellas, Big Game James, Danny, what's going on? Joshua Jackson.
Josh Jackson.
Ain't heard from you in a minute, baby. The voice of the Rattlers.
I've been working, man. I'm telling you, I've been loving football the past couple of weeks. Florida A&M is playing very well on a nice little 2-game win streak, winning 3 of the last 4. Had a big win over Hampton for homecoming. I mean, I was on a high. I went out to the moon on Saturday, had a good time celebrating the win with my classmates and my fellow Rattlers. And then I get back to Jacksonville on Sunday, and I see this BS, man. I don't get it, man. I don't get it.
What don't you get, Josh? Well, here you go. What don't you get?
Effort. That's all I've ever asked for is effort from this team, and it just seemed like they had no effort whatsoever yesterday. I mean, Blake Bortles is making mistakes that a fourth-year quarterback should not play. I should not have to say that Dak Prescott and Carson Wentz are better quarterbacks than Blake Bortles.
That's a good point.
I shouldn't have to say that. But that's what we've got right now, and I'm not getting it with this offense. You can blame Greg Olsen, you can blame Gus Bradley, but when is the buck going to stop with number 5 and you can actually get on this kick? I think people are scared to really say that Blake is not playing well at quarterback, and we might have made a bad decision in drafting him.
I said it after week 1. I said, when are we going to just call? When are we going to call
Josh,
Blake what he is?
He literally raised his hand as you were talking.
I was like, yeah, I've been saying it since
Mr. Jackson, can I speak?
Hey, bigger question is this, man. Why y'all do my boy T-Pain like that, man? Why y'all cut the lights off on my boy, man? Tallahassee hero, man.
I ain't got no control over that at all. My job is to sit there, call a football game, and go home. That's that. I ain't got no control over that, man.
Well, Josh, hopefully, brother, we'll see you on Thursday night at Wicked Barley.
I will try my best to. I've got to fly out to Greensboro, North Carolina this weekend. We go play North Carolina A&T. That's going to be a huge one for us, but I will try to get out there as best I can, man.
All right, my man. Appreciate it.
Y'all take care. All right.
See how you just went big time on us?
Yeah,
I got to catch a flight.
I got a private jet coming to get me. I got to go call games.
Yeah.
I saw it. Mike, what you got going on, man?
I have a problem with I love football. I love football. But we have an NFL that's a professional football league that the players, 85% of them are not professionals. Number one, they do crimes. Number two, they do rape, everything else. I love football. I watch every high school Friday night. I watch Saturday all day long. I have not watched an NFL game in over 3 years, and I don't regret it because they're not professionals. They go out there and make all kinds of money. And what do? A college team could beat a lot of them.
No, there ain't a college team on the planet beat a single NFL team. Now, Mike, everything else you're saying now here, here's what I'll say is that's your prerogative. I'm not one that boycotts over basically anything because if I enjoy watching something, I'm going to watch it.
I don't like watching crooks and people are getting paid for not doing what they're supposed to be doing.
When sports management is that sports is a microcosm of society. So is the Army, so is everything else. The percentages of athletes that do crime is directly related to the percentage of people who do that. So in that theory, if that's the case, you don't like shopping at grocery stores, you definitely don't like politics, you don't like church, you don't like it's a lot of things that you don't like. But I'm not knocking your perspective on it, and I definitely can understand it, but it's like this. It's entertainment. It's nothing more. I don't look at it for any other reasons besides.
Yeah, I'm not raising my kid to be like any of them.
I don't want my kid to be like anybody.
On some of the teams, it's not even entertainment anymore.
No, that's fair. Now that's fair. That's fair. True. This right here, what we seeing on Sunday, is not entertaining at all.
I don't know because I don't watch it. I don't know, but I don't watch it.
All right,
and then again, something else I disagree with is the organization of the NCAA. They're a tax-free. They're a tax-free corporation.
Now you're talking James language.
We're on the same page right here, Mike. I hate the NCAA.
Yeah. Mike, hey, we're right up against. Hey, brother, we're right up against the break, man, and I hate to cut you off, but I got.
Okay, well, thanks for getting me in.
Appreciate you calling.
Yeah. Got to pay bills.
Thank you.
Got to pay bills, man.
Got to pay the bills.
Yeah, got to pay bills. Mike has. I like strong opinions.
Yeah.
Got no problem with them.
I like people who actually stick to their convictions because a lot of people who say stuff like they're going to boycott the NFL know more about the NFL than people who watch it.
How funny would it have been if he'd have said, "Can you believe how bad the Jaguars looked yesterday?"
Yeah, that would have been funny. I believe Mike. I actually believe. Yeah, I do believe too. Mike.
I do too. Let's take our final break. We'll come back. We'll wrap things up. This has been a fun show in the Wicked Barley Studios, as it should be. When you're fueled by ABC Fine Wine and Spirits, it should always be fun. Make sure you get out to one, pick up a couple bottles, couple cigars, couple Stokes.
Get that for Wednesday, man.
Get ready for Thursday night football. We'll be right back.
Hey, T-Wig here. New day, new time, same great show. The Active Medical and Chiropractic High School Sports Spotlight is now on Tuesdays from 9 to 10 following Helmets and Heels on 1010XL.
Blue here for the Blue Crab Crab House. Simply my favorite restaurant in town right now. Maryland-style blue crab seasoned with Old Bay, a basket of fries, unbelievable new steamer trays, live music and bar specials each and every Sunday. They're located right there on Julington Creek Road. Just give them a call, 260-CRAB, for reservations at the Blue Crab Crab House. Ladies and gentlemen, the best in seafood in Jacksonville.
The results are in.
and the people have spoken. Global Diamonds was voted best jewelry store in Jacksonville, beating out all the old-style retailers with our refreshing new concept in diamond shopping. It's no wonder everyone tries to copy Global, but they just can't compete with our game-changing concept. Global wins in every category. Best selection by far. One of the largest selections of GIA-certified diamonds in America. Best diamond education, because we teach you how to buy a diamond like a dealer buys, with no tricks, no gimmicks. Best quality, with hand-picked diamonds and the most unique handcrafted rings from the world's top designers. And yes, best value. Our no middleman direct importer prices can't be beat, no matter how hard they try. Come and discover Jacksonville's direct diamond importer. See why we are the first and only official jewelers of the Jacksonville Jaguars, and why we were voted 2016 Best Jewelry Store in the Bold City. Global Diamonds, at the Markets at Town Center.
This is Dr. Richard Grimsley of the Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute. JOI is proud to provide sports medicine services to the Jaguars, the Sharks, the Armada, JU, FSCJ, and to many high schools in the North Florida area. With 34 of the most experienced, caring, and fellowship-trained specialists in orthopedics, it's no wonder why coaches, parents, and athletes choose JOI. We have 7 physician clinics and 10 physical therapy clinics to better serve our patients' needs. Call us at JOI 2000. We are Jacksonville's Orthopedic Institute.
Now, your 1010XL community calendar.
Registration is open for the only girls lacrosse fall ball league in North Florida. Get instruction and game experience with First Coast Lacrosse. Visit firstcoastlax.com.
If you've got what it takes to be a boxer, sign up for the Police Athletic League's boxing program at jaxpal.com.
Nearly half of all cancers can be prevented, mostly by making changes in your diet, controlling your weight, and of course, by not smoking. Visit preventablecancers.org.
O-positive blood has reached an extremely low level. If you're an O-positive, please consider donating with the Blood Alliance and save up to 3 lives.
Builders Care is looking for volunteers. If you can help, log on to habijax.volunteermatrix.com.
If you're involved in a community event and you'd like us to help spread the word, find out how at 1010XL.com.
Jimerson & Cobb is a Florida-based commercial law firm striving to exceed client expectations through commitment to excellence and adding value to your business. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersoncobb.com.
I tell you the difference between me and them. They trying to get their ones and trying to get them M's. 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 4, and just 5 years, 40 million more. You are now looking at the 40 million bar. I'm ready for Tap Channel on the 100 million man.
You're listening to the Sports Den on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
Been fun, man.
Yeah, it's always fun, man.
So what a great week. I mean, what a great week is. We get to go do our thing at Rogers Towers tomorrow, which will be fun.
Right.
Us in a room full of attorneys is always a good time.
I'm speaking to the Jacksonville Rotary Club right after.
Yep. Then we got some good things going on right now. Hey, if any of you own warehouse space, hit us up. We got a little project we're doing. We're literally going to try to build a sports den. So we're looking for some warehouse space. And then Thursday, of course, Wicked Barley.
Mm-hmm.
And then Friday, high school games. A lot of high school games on Thursday. Bowls Rains this week.
Yeah, most of the Duval County schools playing on Thursday, right?
And Bowls Rains is on Friday at Bowls.
Because it's at Bowls.
Yeah. And then, of course, all your Florida-Georgia activities. Then the Florida-Georgia game on Saturday. And Clemson-Florida State on Saturday. I mean, it don't get much better than that, bro.
Yeah, it's a good weekend.
Yeah.
Good week. Make sure you come check us out at Wicked Barley. Again, SportsDenLive.com. That's the new website. Get all things Sports Den related. Go check us out. All the social media is up there. Past shows, podcasts. Share it to your friends. You know, if you want more Den Live, that's the way you get it.
Yep. And I'm just going to say this. I don't mean to keep plugging things. I'm just going to say this, guys. We are going to need your help with this 88 Blessings thing. You know, I mean, I'm glad that hopefully everybody gets to provide a great holiday to their kids. Let's help others do the same. So we are going to be making a call out for help soon to you guys. So hopefully we know you guys will answer. You always do. But definitely meet us up there, Wicked Barley, Thursday night. If you can RSVP, please do, just so we have an idea. If you can't, that's fine. Come on, we'll find room. It ain't no biggie.
Mm-hmm.
No biggie at all.
Tell your friend to tell a friend.
There you go. There you go. I mean, all we're going to do is go up there and have good food, good drinks, and good fun. And if the Jags win, great. If they don't, shocker.
Yeah, you can't have fun with us, man.
Yeah. Somebody texted in one of those Wicked Barley within 500 feet of a school. No, I don't think.
No,
it is.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think it is. There's been some funny text actually. The last couple of minutes. There was one that was interesting, real quick. That I guess let me find out who this was. I think it was Big Cat Country was talking about the defense that Blake struggles with. You know what it is? Cover 2. The most basic defense.
Most basic. He's seen it all the time.
And that kind of proves my whole point. Yeah, that kind of proves my whole point. That is a lack of development if I've ever seen it there. Surely he's not that dumb. I've got high school kids know what to do when they see cover 2. All over the place. So, thanks for listening. This has been listening to the Sports Den, brought to you by, fueled by ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. Make sure you go out there, see them, support our partners, let them know the Sports Den sent you, get you a cigar, have you a good time.
Mm-hmm.
All right?
And go check out Wicked Barley Watch Party Thursday.
Yep. Thursday. Scott, good work as always. For James Coleman, I am Denny Thompson. You've been listening to the Sports Den on 1010XL and 92.5 FM. Have a great week.